I win.
Second place? That's a fancy word for losing.
So you got some sexy figurines, eh, Sean? Let me just... Dog's not even here, so I can't even blame him. How are you all doing? Camera looks really dark. I look really, like, contrasty today. But what are we going to do? Some sexy wives. A big 2B, of course. I've never played Neo Automata. That's the name of the game, isn't it? I'll have a whiskey double coming right up for you, sir.
Forget the fucking executive yes, we chef. Just tell me yes or no and cut the toss pot bullshit, we chef.
I'll get it. It might be in the outdoor bar. Hang on, Paint. Let's have a look. Any kind of whiskey in particular? We'll get it. Can I have a milkshake? You've been too many sexy figurines. I think you'd really like it. The sexy figurines. Probably I would. I probably would, mate. If you're into the more action-packed playstyle. I mean, that's how I ended up with 5 kids. I've never seen a woman naked. I don't know what I'm talking about. Are you doing Time Crisis Run? Of course I'm doing Time Crisis Run. What do you take me for? What do you take me for? Also, Sean, Might have a new strat. Might have a new strat I got to look at in Time Crisis tonight. Something a bit new. Something which might take me up to, I don't know, 7 minutes, I reckon. Completely shave off. I think world record incoming. New strat. Lavia, thank you so much. Twitch, baby, can we call it Sean Smells and We? It's a bit mean, isn't it? Do you have 100% proof one? I've got some bleach. I could mix bleach and brown and it's like a whiskey, isn't it? Tastes the same. Sean hates me. I'm sure Sean actually loves you. We all love you, Lamia. Got some new things I've done for stream. You guys can test. If somebody wants to put exclamation mark action into, we'll see if this works. It might not work, but we might do. Okay. Wasn't very loud though, was it? You can also put exclamation mark reload. Anytime someone's ready, exclamation mark reload. Not reload. I think I misspelled. Reload. Reload. Can you guys hear it? It's very low. P-load. Can you guys hear it? It's very low for me. You can't hear it. You didn't hear it. Hang on, let me turn it up. I thought I'd set them. Right, I've turned it way up, but I think there's a time limit on it. But you could do one more, which is exclamation mark COME. Don't come. I don't know if you heard that. We did. Bit louder, but I heard that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the office and we'll have a little play. We'll have a little play. Gets me out of having to actually try and be a bartender for once. Stage. Oh my God! Back in the woods. That's not the one we want. That's not very good. Oh God, the mist is still. Let's get rid of. Get rid of all that. And I appear as if by magic. Okay, so I need to go. I've also changed one of my screens. Professional streamer. Profesh. So it's on the it's diagonal. So I'm like, ooh, look at it, it's all fancy. Like a proper streamer does. But it also means I can't read anything at all. So I keep having to drag things over to the actual normal screen to be able to read it. I'm like, right. Oh no, actually I'm in the wrong thing. I don't want to be in I want to be in Trigger Fire. Welcome to Trigger Fire. So the only thing is like sometimes these are certain things that you just can't test out unless you're on stream. I just don't want everything else to be classic remixes. It's my band. It's the Vixens. They're the live band that play for me. Okay. Reload. Oh, reload's at literally a maximum. That's maximum volume. That's a bit random. I can't make it any louder. You play the saxophone. You can have a go. You can, by all means, if you can play the saxophone. The saxophone is my favorite. It's one of my favorite instruments. Let me see if it's any louder now.
Action!
Is that better?
Reload!
Don't come!
Don't come. It's just like, I've got to make that into a sentence. Don't come. It's like, that voice line is too, it was too, I'm like, it's too good to not put as something. Not the saxophone, the xylophone.
Reload!
It's silly skeleton instrument. Right. Also, last stream, you guys might have known, I reached the heady heights. For but a brief moment, I scaled the Twitch ladder and I was at 500 followers. I was on top of the world. I felt so good about myself. I was stopping random people in the street like, hey, guess what? They were like, please don't talk to me, sir. And I was like, okay, fine. I got 500. And then the police came and the police were like, we're hearing disturbances about you stopping people in the street, trying to tell them that you have a Twitch and that you want 500 followers. Is this some sort of cult you're trying to start? And I was like, no, I'm a streamer. And they were like, oh, a stripper. And I was like, no, a streamer. And they were like OnlyFans. I was like, no, not like OnlyFans. It's streaming games. And they both looked at me really like disgusted, like, oh, you're one of those. And I was like, well, yes. And they said, well, go on then, show us your stream. So I booted up my stream thinking, going to be super cool. These guys are going to really like be impressed. I want 499 followers. Somebody unfollowed. Welcome in, Tig. Technically, you can stream games on OF. Bastard. Tig, bastard. Oh yeah, there's one person in particular. I don't know who it is, but they constantly follow and unfollow all the time. And I'm just like, every time you seem to follow and unfollow. That's why I stopped watching it, because I was like, they unfollow and unfollow all the time. There's like a weird shadow on my nose. Right there, like I've got a spot, but there's nothing on my nose. That's weird. Desperate for you to follow. Nah. Oh, Tig, we got new sounds. We got new sounds that you can mess around with.
Reload! Action!
And the best one.
Don't come!
Don't come! You look so cool today. Oh, you meant... I was like... Where did I? I'm gonna... Whoa, see, here we go. Here comes Tig with the spice. Oh, also Tig, I got envelopes. Ooh, they're magic envelopes. You can see through them. So I'll actually be able to post out your badge. Yes, anyone doesn't know, when we get 5 subscribers, I run a thing to be able to get a limited edition Fluffy Fox. Don't dox me. I've written it on the envelope and everyone can see it. Can everyone see it clearly? Of course I'm not going to dox you if you pay me. The ransom blackmail will start after stream. I'm not going to do it now. I'm busy. But yes, I won't blackmail anybody else. Just Tig. That sounds so bad. I'm not going to blackmail people. I promise. Tig Madison 123 wank twat. Princess Tig, Nottingham, land of England. Okay, guys. Okay. Docs Tig so I can send her treats. That would be all right. if I doxed you so that people could send you nice stuff, or actually, guys, there's something else as well. If you look on the dog treat thing, it now says that if Riku's not here, you will treat me instead. Just so you know. Just so you know. No one's going to redeem it. They're like, fuck off, mate. I knew Lamia would. So, Lamia, do you want me to eat one of the big bones or one of the small dog treats? Big bone? Well, unfortunately, I'm just going to eat quality street. Oh, hang on. The green one will be mystery one. Ooh. I love having a green screen, I tell you. It's the stupidest, it's the most fun. No, don't. I've done it once before. Back in the day when the wonderful Gigi Squishy, how I miss that girl, used to stream. She came into chat and the dog wasn't here. And I said, if you gave me 5 subs, I'll eat a dog treat. Because I never even had 5 subs, like at that point. She gifted 5 subs, I was like, fuck's sake. So I had to eat a dog treat. It's alright. That was nice. Right. It was alright. It's just like very dry biscuit. Okay, now I'm going to have to really annoy the girls because they... Especially when they're playing like a really somber song. Ladies, do you mind it? I don't want to do Time Crisis. Do you mind just stopping? Just for a bit? They gave me like dirty looks. They really don't like it when I tell them to stop playing their music. They're really like sensitive musicians, but you know what it's like. Jazz musicians, they're very, very sensitive about their jazz. Jazz. Want some shout outs? Shout me out, but I'm streaming. Yes. So this is something actually, Tig, I wanted to talk to you. We have not discussed my position.
Get into the castle and rescue
What are we talking about?
Sometime, somewhere, someone is
Wait, what? I feel like my brain stroked off and I have missed. No, you don't have to shout me.
It's time. Reload.
No, that's not reload. This is going to be the worst decision ever. There's no penis. I don't want one position.
Don't come!
There you go, Tig.
Don't come!
Jesus. So, Tig, I was going to say to you, in the future, when we're not on the VIP screen, can you do just that fancy Twitch shout out? And then when I'm on the VIP screen, you can use the fancy one that shows the video. This is something I'll have to explain to other mods at some point when I get more mods. So yes, I will show you what the new strat is, Sean. So basically what I did is I've watched a load of like videos. I've watched a load of videos of other people playing the game. And one of the things I watched is something called a task playthrough. So basically it's a machine that's playing it. So the machine literally plays it perfectly, plays the game perfect. It doesn't miss a single shot and everything like that. So the machine is basically playing the game the quickest way that is possible. Now some of the things were obviously, they're impossible for humans to do. So it's like, well, it's quicker for the machine to do it that way because it's impossible for humans to do it any other way. But there was one thing which I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's quicker if you do a particular thing instead of doing the opposite thing. It's coming up soon. Does that make any sense? I don't think that... I think I just said a load of words that didn't make any sense then.
Action.
I got all three!
Action.
Okay, so the new strat is coming up, Sean.
Action.
Basically, it's don't shoot the car. Apparently, faster. Now, the task machine didn't shoot the barrel either, but it's so fast it literally doesn't have to aim. But apparently, not shooting the car was a faster tactic. So we will see if it is. I don't think it is. It's like I'm 1 second down. No. So it's not fucking faster, it's stupid. I don't know if it's faster or not. I need to do like a side by side. But essentially the task machine didn't bother shooting the car. And I was like, well, it's not faster to not shoot the car. Because the guys jump out the same speed. So I was like, maybe it isn't faster. I don't know. We'll see. If I get a new personal best, then we shall see. I wish the reload thing would be faster. Oh, we're faster. So maybe it is faster.
Freeze. Action.
Yeah, I tried to be quicker there, and I've
Don't come!
Don't come! I don't know what else is on trigger fire, so I've turned the trigger fire volume all the way up. So I'm worried any other alerts that are attracted to trigger fire are gonna suddenly be like ridiculously loud. Oh no, come on.
There he is. Gotcha. Action. Fire. Action. Reload. Action.
Tig, stop being so cute. Tig is wonderful, she's so nice. Actually, everybody in here is really nice. Damn, we were doing so well with like a hitless run.
Action. Action.
Oh, come on. That was actually probably the worst I think I've done that boss. I think I've actually done so much better on that boss. That was really quite a bad Knifey's McGee, to be honest.
Action.
So is this, to be honest. Oh, the run's falling away from me. We weren't doing too bad, and now I'm just throwing it all away. I do find sometimes the reload is really not very that's not bad on the old helicopter. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Action.
Oh, we're not too far behind. We're not too far behind. I just feel like there was some bits which were like, I've done so much better in those places previously. But your lower back is killing you. What have you been up to? Burp, 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 beep, beep, burp. I don't know if that was significantly louder because I think that's trigger fire. Could have done that bit so much faster. That's actually as fast as I think I've done that section.
Action.
No, no.
Action.
Get the pole dancers as they're coming down the poles. It's essentially learning those, where people are going to come out, where they're going to pop out. Because there's only a few which is like RNG. And also the worst thing is in the other versions of Time Crisis, so they didn't have it in this, they had a cool little thing so that when you were going to get shot, it would flash red on the screen. But it doesn't do that in this one. You don't get those cool flashes. So you can't tell if you're about to get shot. So you really have to dodge. Some of the enemies are quite clear. Like the red ones will always hit you in one shot, and like those danger things will always. Ooh, we're still down. We're still down. I would love to try and do this and be like, I've done it as a hitless run. You know, I bet she probably could, but you'd have to do it a lot slower.
Action.
Didn't shoot the red guy.
Freeze. Action. Action. Freeze.
Oh, I think we're down at the end. Is RNG for normal enemies doing a lethal shot? No. So basically, there's most of the stuff all comes out in the same pattern, but there's a few bits which are they're not random, but they'll be like one pattern or the other. And some, I think, a few things have like two different patterns, but some things I believe have like 3 different patterns. So it's kind of dependent on what you get. But I don't quite know how the getting hit works, essentially, because I know the red guys will hit you and you'll get hit. I'm just going to restart the capture because the audio is off for me. So yeah, so the red guys, they will hit you. If they shoot you, they'll hit you. So you have to dodge them. I think the blue guys, it's like they take a couple of times to hit you before you'll actually get hit. And the other guys, I don't really know. It's very, it is very hit and miss. Sorry. Give it a go. Have you got it up and running yet though, Sean? Those guys are all, it's one pattern. Never changes. Like the first levels, it never changes. Except if you don't reload your gun. No, not yet. Since yeah, yeah, you were at Comic-Con, weren't you? I just napped until I saw you streaming. Sleepy Sean, having a sweets.
Action. Danger.
Shouldn't have reloaded then. Drink! I can't drink at the moment. I'm shooting bad guys. See? We're going to restart that one. We're going to restart that run.
There's been a kidnapping.
Getting hit that early. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. But that's the only restart we'll do. That's the only reload. I want to just do one more reload because I missed that guy. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Don't come.
Action. Halt. Action.
I missed that guy. No, we'll keep going. Playing some Bioshock on my Switch. Ooh, no, I do like Bioshock. I think I prefer Bioshock 2 though. for its story, and I liked playing. Is it Bioshock 2 where you play as the Big Daddy? I liked that. I liked that aspect of the game. I knew we were best friends. I like Bioshock, but Bioshock 2, when you play as the shit, I pressed the restart, guys.
There's been a kidnapping.
I didn't mean to do that. Oh no. Oh, I guess we'll just have to restart. Oh shit. Oh dear. Finger slip. Don't come. Wouldn't it be reload? Everyone's like, I added action and reload and don't come. And everyone's like, don't come, don't come, don't come. There is action and reload as well, guys.
Reload.
There we go. Now I'm going to get confused in the game and be like, wait, what? There is a 60-second cooldown because I knew you guys couldn't be trusted not to spam it. Yeah, Bioshock was, see, I got my hopes up when Bioshock was first announced because I thought, oh my god, it's System Shock. It's a sequel to System Shock, but it's not. You guys are very slow to jump up. Very slow. I didn't dodge out of the way then. Left or right? Left. Ting, you trying to get my attention for something? What? Oh no, you were saying hello to no, you're not trying to get... Sorry, Tig. Sorry, not trying to get my attention. Why would you want to talk to me? I'm only the streamer. Ah, I didn't get him. Didn't get all of them. This is not going to be a PV. No. God. But we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Having a few Carlsbergs tonight. Ooh. I'm not really a massive fan of Carlsberg, actually. I'm a San Miguel or Peroni. That was good, wasn't it? Jump straight out into the fucking car. We will not reset. I have a big cup of tea and a biscoff brownie. Fucking hell, Sean. Treating yourself. Peroni is gorgeous. It is lovely, isn't it? 9 seconds down. Jesus, Louises. This is just a practice run.
Action. Reload.
I forgot to say, Sean, as well. There's a vase there, and if you don't shoot the vase, it's not an official run. Just so you know, just so you're fully aware, if you don't shoot the vase and shoot the vase off, not an official run. We're 11 seconds down. Jesus, breaking into the top 5 is going to be I think it's going to be really difficult.
Action.
Vase percent.
Action.
18 bottles for 20 quid. That's fucking well good. Sometimes I prefer just like a bottle of beer because it's not a full on. Guys, I don't want to do. No, game over. That's it. Game over. We're done. We're done with that anyway. Ads are playing. I'm like, no, I don't want to do anymore. Have you seen the unhinged Portal 2 speedrun that requires you to write a 4,000 word essay in the speed run, and if you include the word feet anywhere in the essay, you're instantly disqualified. Well, Sean, if you look, you'll find that I am the one who is the world record holder and discovered that strat. I'm just saying. Don't tell me. You know. Don't tell me about speed runs. Don't tell me, my friend. Always just end up running. Feet. Ah, guys, reload. Right. Shall we see how smug Gabriel can be tonight? How smug can the Gabriel night be tonight? Can you guys hear the game? You probably can't. Can you hear the game now? Grace. Instantly. What have I got to do? Okay, so actually no. Fuck, I can't remember what had happened in the last one.
There's nothing else on werewolves in the occult section.
Okay.
I'm not sure what
Grace.
other case books would be relevant.
Gotta be careful. How many people do you think Grace can shout at tonight?
I'll write to Gabriel, soon as I have enough info to blow his little investigation out of the water.
Okay, so we need to... Grace is going to need to do some investigation. Oh. Oh no, Gabe...
These biographies of Ludwig. Wait a minute. Ludwig II, fairy tale
Johnson
king of
Blowdown.
Bavaria. I didn't see this before. Yep, English.
Already I've started to... Right, can I read the book? Let me read the book.
Ludwig remained throughout his life both very bright and very naive. He was an introvert who seemed to be constantly out of sync with traditional views of rulership, money, and human relationships. The world ever failed to match his ideals. Perhaps this was a fault of his sheltered upbringing as future king. He never was introduced to the real world, and the real world failed to interest him as an adult. In his youth, Ludwig was in fine physical condition and loved to hike alone in the Alps and ride horses. He had a hunting lodge, Schahen, specifically for this purpose. Unfortunately, in 1872, a rather traumatic hunting accident befell the king at Schahen, and his leg was cruelly damaged. He never fully recovered from this incident, and his hiking and riding ceased. His physical health deteriorated from that time on, and explains why he looked so unhealthy in later years. A hunting accident?
Interesting. I need to update that message because the Discord is no longer called the Den, it's now called the Foxhole. So I've done some slight little updates to
Other than his long-standing friendship with the Empress Elizabeth of Austria and with his mother, the relationships Ludwig attempted with others were nearly always a disappointment for him and a bewilderment for his partners. He would become obsessed with someone, a singer, an artist, a nobleman or a peasant, and would bombard them with gifts, praise, and favors. When they would fail to return the depths of rapturous passion he required, the singular adoration and humble obedience he expected, he would grow disappointed and cut himself off from them. The objects of his interest were occasionally women, usually ones he fell in love with after seeing them in idealized roles on the stage, but they were more often young men who fit his fantasies of the heroic sagas like Lohengrin and Parsifal that he so loved.
Yeah, it's a new Discord, Sean, because I don't overly love Discord very much. I'm really rubbish at Discord, and I have one because I feel it's good. I've been convinced it's good to have one so that people can talk among themselves and they can see a schedule and they can get updates. But and you don't have access. Fuck's sake, this thing still doesn't work properly. I had no idea why it doesn't work properly. It should just work. Like let me roll. I can give you, I just need to give you the role because it's, you know, but I don't want to have to manually give the role to people all the time. Yeah, it's good. I know it's good for people to be able to sort of go into it. I'm really bad with Discord. Like, so I'm in loads of Discords, but then I never look in anybody else's Discords because I just don't have the time. I'm like, I don't have time to scroll through them. And so I don't. And then somebody will say to me, oh yeah, well I put an update in Discord. And I'm like, yeah, I don't read Discord.
A good example of the king's obsessive behavior in relationships is the following letter from the Königlich Bayerisch archives, which this author was privileged to access. It is dated 1864.
It's overwhelming.
And it was written by Ludwig's manservant, Paul, to a friend.
I have one again.
The king has been in
this
high
one won't be
mood
deleted.
These days. The reason, of course, is a new interest.
I promise.
Thursday last, the king attended a performance of Lohengrin in the Wittelsbacher Theater. He came back in a fever, demanding that a man be found. The man, it was gathered, had been sitting in a box across from Ludwig and had drawn the king's attention by his beauty and his deep emotional response to the performance. The king declared that here at last is a sensitive soul. The man was tracked down and brought in for an audience. Upon my word, never have I seen any mind so in line with His Majesty's own. They discussed Wagner and France and Byron and all manner of things until long past dawn. The young man, beautiful indeed to look upon, met the king's enthusiasm and knowledge bit for bit.
Yeah, for some unknown reason, I don't understand why it doesn't work. But it's really weird. Like, I don't understand why the bot seems to be set up properly, but it then doesn't give the role. So I'm not sure. I need to maybe try and reinstall it again or something. I don't know.
His Majesty has been in the thick of it.
I've done it manually,
since,
Paint.
And while I welcome his good temper, I grow tired of fetching letters back and forth to Louis, so called by His Majesty, that should tell you who the young man looks like, at all hours of the night. This author has not been able to learn much about Louis, but he was known to have been a seemingly high-bred foreigner, and he was involved with Ludwig as late as 1880, when he fell into disfavor.
Ooh, disfavor.
The king, especially later in life, felt a great deal of guilt about his sensual nature. His diaries are full of repentant entries begging God for forgiveness and swearing
Don't
to
be
remain
repentful
pure.
about being
In many of
sensual.
the diary entries, he swears to abstain from sexual relations. The number of these oath entries indicate that Ludwig was not very successful in resisting temptation, yet it is also clear that Ludwig was a God-fearing man and that, though his flesh might occasionally fall, he never surrendered his heart and his conscience to sin.
He needed to learn to, basically. Okay, was that it? I can't read anything else? Appears I can't read anything else. Just fucking get your dick wet. Fucking hell, Lamia. Lamia's there, the king's consort, just like, what do you advise, Madam Lamia? Just get your dick wet, mate. Oh, yes, quite true. On careful consideration, I would suggest getting one's dick wet. Very good. But that seems to be your advice for everything, Miss Lamia. Seems to be the best advice. We're all going to hell anyway, pretty much. Hey, Misu, welcome in. Hey, I don't make the rules. The social slut says, get your dick wet. Right, can I take a
being
the car?
real pig about those car keys.
I think I'm going to need... Am I going to regret putting the don't
I
come?
wonder what Guerra's up to.
I need the car keys.
I wonder what Guerra's up to.
How is Germany treating you? Well, we've just got back in. We found out some stuff about Ludwig II, that he didn't want to be a spicy man. Do you not already? I don't have the... What? Sorry, hang on. I don't have the car keys. Gabriel has car keys. She's got a screwdriver, which I guess if you were clever enough, you could use car keys. Regret it, I mean. I don't really regret it. I try not to have very many regrets in my life.
Silver heart.
I still can't take the silver heart. Yet. Oh! There's a lady. Can I speak to the lady?
I don't want to disturb her.
No, of course I don't want to disturb her. Can we exit? Oh, we can exit. I regret trusting that fart. We all regret you trusting that fart as well, Lamia, to be honest. What is that? What is that emo?
Guess they're closed.
Just guess they're fucking closed. Zoinks. It's our favorite. Hang on, let's talk to the barman first because we love him. I absolutely adore this guy.
Herr Huber?
Yes.
I'm getting their dick wet, respectively.
I was
Jesus.
wondering if you've changed your mind about telling me where Gabriel is. It's really important.
No.
No.
Sorry.
I'm not gonna lie. I love him to pieces, but he's also a bit of a dick.
Thanks.
Bit of a knob. I'm like, mate, just tell me where the fuck he is. Stop being such a knob about it.
Hello there, dear.
Here's our favorite.
Hi, I'm Grace Nakamura from the castle. Am I interrupting?
Heavens, no.
Have a seat, Miss Nakamura.
Well, I might. For a moment.
Well, I might, maybe.
Isn't this
Just,
nice?
you know.
We just finished our breakfast. Do you want something?
No, thanks.
Good for you. I can never turn down food myself.
I can
Now
tell.
You just tell us all about it, sugar pie.
Oh, I love people like where they call people things like sugar pie or sweetheart, you know, or social
You
slut.
mentioned the
You
other
know,
night that
nice,
you were a
nice names.
demonologist. What is that exactly?
You're a
It's not
demon.
as bad as it sounds, honey. What Emma and I really do is to
Why is the
help
music
protect
on scary
people.
then?
Protect them from what?
Well, do you believe in the devil, Miss Nakamura?
I believe in good and evil, if that helps.
Oh, but Satan and his demons are real, and they will attack the living. And most folks don't know what to do once they've been attacked. We try to
Satan,
help
eh?
protect people.
How can you protect people from demons?
I wonder if
That's
Satan
because
would
faith
make a
in God, Of
deal.
course. But sometimes faith isn't enough. Sometimes we have to delve into the supernatural in order to protect others. Your shot and joggers are just the same.
Shot
We
and
are?
joggers.
I mean, he is.
Shot and
Of
niggers.
course. The warriors of light are rare these days, but they do exist all around the globe.
That's interesting. I just read about a group called Manos del Sol in Brazil. So the Ritters aren't the only Schottenjägers.
Well, they're probably the only ones to use that title, but others have been chosen for the battle.
Ah. Interesting.
Do you know anything about King Ludwig
Well,
II?
interesting.
Sure, we saw his castles, didn't we, Mother?
We sure did. Why do you ask?
Well, I found a letter in the Schottenjäger library warning Ludwig about the Black Wolf.
Who wrote the letter?
The Black
One of
Wolf,
Gabriel's
eh?
ancestors. A Schottenjäger.
Ugh.
Seems like whoever was using me as a megaphone helped you find that letter. Perhaps you should follow the path something's pointing
pardon
at.
me.
Look
So
into
sorry.
Ludwig.
I intend to.
While she's talking, it's like, that. Just like burping in her face. Yeah, it's
The other night
interesting.
you said something about the Black Wolf. What did you mean? Where did you hear that name?
I wasn't the one talking.
I don't understand.
Well, that's quite all right.
Well, that's quite alright. You're stupid.
It would be a very good idea to answer those questions, and we must work together to do so.
Careful, lady. Grace is going to
Of course
shower
I'll
you.
help you, Pumpkin. I'd like to know myself, wouldn't I? It isn't every day one's taken over by a disembodied spirit, and I don't much care for it, thank you.
You're not talking about a seance, are you?
Oh, heavens no.
Thank God.
Emma's right. I'm much better at tarot cards. I can read for you or for someone else if you prefer.
Interesting. Well, what do you know about the
Are
Black
you sure you don't know
Wolf?
anything about the Black Wolf?
I never did, dear. I told you. Really, you mustn't confuse the vessel with the voice. All I remember was seeing a very bright flash like lightning. Next thing I knew, Emma had me outside. Whatever it was very powerful. Very powerful.
Very powerful or just a little bit powerful? Go on then, give us a tarot
I
card
guess it
reading.
wouldn't hurt to do my tarot reading.
Don't you worry now.
Awesome.
I know what I'm doing.
Death and death. Is this your card?
Push your vital energies into the cards.
Push what into your what now? My vital energies into your what now?
This
That's how I ended up with 5 kids.
is your soul card. That which
That's
applies
like
to
a
all
demon.
of your lifetimes.
Well, that's
It's
death.
the Empress.
Great.
Oh, that's a good one.
What's it mean?
It means you shower a
that
lot.
Your soul's journey is one of leadership. There's great strength here and intelligence. This card represents
clever.
what you're like in this lifetime.
Just a scream.
It's the
Oh,
chariot.
angry.
Self-discipline. Control. You need to feel you have a plan, that you're testing your abilities.
You have 5 kids.
Chariot's very masculine. In combination with the Empress, it tells me that you're currently exploring your male side.
Did you not know this about me, Missy?
You'll seek
5
out
kids.
great achievement, but it does have its
Big
price.
floating
Doesn't
hair
sound
on
anything like me.
Yes, dear.
me. Yes, dear, whatever.
Third card represents the other. You've pulled the Magician. Who is he, dear?
I don't
Excuse me?
fucking know.
Your other, the Magician. Oh, this is a very powerful card. Major Arcana.
My other?
Everyone has another. Let's see. I bet it's the Schottenjäger. What's his name?
Schottenjäger.
Schottenjäger?
I'm gonna break her
Gabriel
legs.
Knight?
A name of power. He is powerful, this one. The Magician is dexterous,
Gabriel.
cunning, mischievous, and manipulate.
That's Gabriel,
He's
all right.
mischievous.
And very strong with magical and occult powers. Now, this is interesting because your card, the Chariot, is all logic and reasoning, while
Because I had
his,
so
the
many.
Magician,
Yeah.
is spiritual and intuitive. You two are quite a pair. The fourth card shows what you're trying to achieve at this moment, your immediate destiny.
Getting your dick
It's the
wet.
strength or lust
Oh.
card.
Oh, it is getting your dick
Lust.
wet.
Not that kind of lust, dear.
Oh,
It's a
it's not
trial
getting her
card.
dick wet.
Finding the strength to continue some difficult journey. It also represents the integration of conflicting energies. That must be your Chariot and his Magician energies. Strength also means bonding those energies, loving without judgment,
Bonding.
learning
yes.
to love the beast.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, the beast with 2 backs. My favorite kind of beast. What?
What is this trial?
What am I
dear?
talking about? What?
know?
What have you guys done?
Well,
Well, that
Gabriel
didn't
and I
work,
are
did it?
involved with the case right now.
It will be a hard time. You must let your love give you power. Use the positive
wonder
energy
why
of
that
your
doesn't
union, or you may not
work.
succeed.
Something else I got to
You're
try
on
and
the wrong
fix.
idea.
Sorry,
Gabriel
Pain.
and I just work together.
Yes, dear. But if I might just suggest,
Ooh, pardon
when
me.
you're facing negative forces, the positive energy of love is a very vital weapon. You make yourself vulnerable when you resist your own tools.
Well, that's been helpful.
I hope so, dear.
None of that was helpful at all. Can you read Gabriel's tarot?
Maybe we should do a reading for Gabriel.
Thank you, Cedar.
Oh,
Welcome in.
It's a little like spying on someone unawares, but what the heck?
Oh, it's so naughty.
Reach out to the cards and to think about his essence.
I love he's just sitting there like, I fucking know. I just take this woman around.
Is the magician. Yes, dear. It reflects your other exactly.
Well, maybe, but I'd rather hold out for David Copperfield.
Oh, no, Jesus.
And his lifetime card? Oh, goodness. The lovers.
You mean the sole purpose of his life is in his pants? Doesn't surprise me.
It's not what you think, dear.
Why
It's
wouldn't
a
this headphone
duality
sit in my
card.
ear properly?
As a lifetime card, it refers to Gabriel's own duality. Good versus evil, physical pleasure versus spiritual growth, that kind of thing. His challenge is to integrate the conflicting parts of himself. Until he does, he'll never find peace. And you will find peace when you acknowledge all of him. Find a way to love the worst as you already love
I
the
don't
best.
love
really
Gabriel.
reaching.
He's a big stinky.
His other is the High Priestess.
He's a big
Let me
stinky
guess.
man.
That's me, right?
No, dear, it's
No,
not.
dear. It's
The High
Goethe.
Priestess represents psychic mystery.
Oh, she's
deep
got it now.
wisdom. This
It's like,
is a very
oh.
different energy from your earthy one. This must be our connection. To the voice, dear. Someone is trying to communicate with Gabriel. This force is represented by the High Priestess.
That's not much help. What about the Black Wolf?
But it is a help, dear. The High Priestess is a spiritual guide card if ever there was one. The message must have been a warning.
If this force is connected to Gabriel, and if he's so very psychic, then why doesn't it just go to him? Why say it to me?
Maybe Gabriel's blocked. Maybe he's purposefully blocking. There is that duality business. Let's go on and see if it becomes clear. The fourth
I'm
card,
actually
remember,
listening to her like she knows what
represents
she's
the current
talking about.
situation. It's
She's reading fucking cards.
death.
Oh.
Death doesn't
Nothing to
always
worry
mean
about
that
then.
you'll die, though.
Now, you just leave interpretation up to me, Sugar Pie. It's a transformation card. Dying to one thing and being born
Yes.
to another.
I know that.
It
Death
is
doesn't always
painful,
mean
but it isn't
death.
necessarily bad.
Yeah.
Two of Wands.
Yeah, it means change. It doesn't mean like dying.
What?
A 2 is not good here. Wands is Mars in Aries. That's a war card. In conjunction with the death card, there are 2 possible transformations.
2 transformations?
Yes, dear. Gabriel is waging a spiritual battle. The transformation might be good or evil. That must be the purpose of the High Priestess. She's trying to guide him.
So you think he really might be in danger?
Are we
yes,
talking
dear.
about the same Gabriel? Because he's an
Gabriel's
idiot.
very essence is at stake. If he takes the wrong
Dying
path
would be a
with his powers,
change. It would be a little change.
Imola and I will stay in town.
Would
You must let me
be
know if
dead.
anything else happens that we can read for clues. Let the Force use you.
I thought she was going to say the force be with you, then I was going to be like, what the fuck are we playing?
I'd better go.
Anytime you need us, stop by.
And be careful now.
Thanks.
Cheers. I wonder if there's a hairdresser in town that can sort out my lopsided bob.
King Ludwig II of Bavaria.
King Ludwig II. Oh no! The guy is gone. He was my number 1 suspect as a vampire. I don't even know what game I'm playing. As a werewolf. Okay. No. They're still out. And there's nothing in here I don't think that I can do. This is the post office, which I need to post stuff to Gabriel to. Okay. Let's go back to... I need
Gerda's been a
car
real...
keys. Where could Blondie be? Blondie! Is she down in the sex dungeon?
I don't want to go back into Gerda's bedroom. She might catch me in there.
Oh no, that would be terrible, wouldn't it?
How convenient. When the lord of the manor is slipping through the passageway to his amorous adventures, he can pick up a few...
The castle looks huge from here. They've got more rooms. The castle looks... I think it'll be quicker to go back the way I came.
Okay, so nothing there. I need to find the car keys. I'm sure it's the car keys is what I'm going to need. Maybe they're in the... This guy's rubbish. He just left his toolbox.
Pretty comfortable.
Maybe I left it... Keys wouldn't be in on the desk, would they?
I'll write to Gabriel. Who should I call? Professor Barkley will call when
He's got the information. What is this? Oh, that was the letters. That was the letters. That was my wallet. No, just clickety click. What was this? That was the letter from Gabriel.
it wasn't worth picking up the first time. I'll write to Gabriel.
Yes, we'll write to Gabriel when we've got information. Didn't Gabriel post stuff to keep Grace busy? Oh, I thought we would already have got that. I guess that we... No, Grace, go this way, go this way. Clickety, clickety, click, 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 clickety, click, clickety, click, 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 clickety, clickety, click. Okay. So I guess we can now get the stuff from... I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think. I thought we would have actually already got the stuff.
My German isn't good enough for chit-chat.
Oh. Oh, she gave me the letter. I obviously wasn't reading it.
Gracie, you decided to come over. That's great. Good and tag and all that.
Gabriel's
Sure, you
well
and
like,
Gerda hit
great.
it off. Thanks for finding the werewolf book. I'm not sure what it all means, but it might be useful. About Ludwig II, you know, I think you might have something there. Ubergrau says there are 2 places you should check out. Ludwig had a castle called New Swan something, and there's a museum about him at Here in Chemistry. Something like that.
Here in Chemistry?
Looking into it.
He's like, here in Chemistry. I can't even bother to even listen to what people
Things are
told
going
me.
very smoothly this time around. I've tracked a suspect to a hunt club run by a man named Von Glauer. He seems okay, but I'm sure there's something going on with at least one of the others. Don't worry, though. I met a police detective named Lieber, so I have backup. I'll be finished soon. Sit tight and enjoy your visit till I get there. Gabriel.
What does he think? I'm on vacation here? And no address. Thank you very much, Mr. Knight.
Gabriel really doesn't want... He's basically, he doesn't want Grace to come in and take any of his attention. Right, no, he's still not there. So maybe... I wonder if he could possibly tell me places that he
I don't
knows.
have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment.
What about if we show him the letter? No. No, I thought for a second we might be able to, but maybe... I think we've got to get these keys. We've got to get the car keys.
I wonder what Gerda's up to. There's nothing else on werewolves in the occult section.
I need to find out where these potential places are.
Nothing else I can use in the biography section. I'm not sure what other case books would be relevant.
Good afternoon, good evening, Kangas. Good morning to you. Good evening here in miserable UK. Been a bit miserable today weather-wise, but how is it over in Australia? Good time zone, good time zone.
I wonder what Gerda's up to.
I thought Gabriel said this.
Okay.
Gerda's been a...
And I really need to get those car keys to be able to go and visit these places. I wonder if there's... Oh, she won't go any... Wee, look at me, it's gay. Look at me, wee. Sorry. It's late spring and the weather is alternating between overcast and cold and blue skies and sun. Nightmare.
St. Georg Church.
Absolute nightmare. Whereas here it's just like rain.
Oh, Madonna.
I didn't see these before.
St. Georg.
I don't think there's going to be anything to do in here. Maybe... Oh, hang on. They said that they'd visited his castles. So they might have an idea of what castles Gabriel was talking about.
I don't have anything else to say to the Smiths right now.
No, we want to talk to them about the letter. No, don't we?
I don't have anything else to say.
Okay, I thought I was onto something then. He said about...
Gracie, you decided to come
it
over.
in
That's
chemistry.
great. Good and tag and all that.
Good
I'm
and
sure
tag.
you and Gertie are hitting it off. Thanks for finding the werewolf book. I'm not sure what it all means, but it might be useful. But Ludwig II, you know, I think you might have something there. Ubergrau says there are 2 places you should check out. Ludwig had a castle called New Swan something, and there's a museum about him here in chemistry. Something like that. I really think you should spend some time looking into it.
I need to be able to... I looked at all the way through this book. Yeah, I looked all the way through that book. Notes.
My notebook.
Yes, Grace. I was hoping you might have taken notes on something. Okay. Part of me feels like I need to go and try to visit those places or find out where those places are. Wonder if... I can't imagine because I can't talk to her.
Grüß Gott. Haben Sie etwas für mich?
Nein, leider nicht. Brauchen Sie noch etwas?
Not a word. Can you tell me
I don't want to mail
where
that.
these places are?
Danke.
I guess that's just for mailing stuff. And this guy isn't here. Church crypt.
You get
Nothing.
You lose.
Welcome in, Forest Kicks. Just so everybody is aware, I have told Dav Racer to basically give me hints because I'd like to get this game finished this week, and I know that my brain isn't really. So if anybody's sitting there going, Dave, why you keep on saying stuff? I have told him to give me hints.
Gerda's here. I wonder what she's
Eugene
up to.
was more than expected to get. It's Why is she so sad about a guy who died? It's Goethe's. Well, we're going to steal that now. Or is she stealing it?
Think! Arse! Girls!
Thanks, Paint. Keeping me, look, her bob is way all over the place.
Was in love with Wolfgang.
Oh my god, I'm such a bitch. It's my belly button. Which means that I get a treat because the dog's not here. Should we have the mystery? Ooh, it disappears. Oh, it disappeared. My hand goes off the fucking camera, doesn't it? You can't see what it is. It's crypt flavor. I don't want that one. Which one should I have? Pick a color, and I will have the color that you pick, Lamia. There we go. I can make it interactive for you guys. They're Quality Street. So, you know, red. This one's red. Or is it? No, it is. It is red. Or is it? It is red. Or is it? Oh, it is. She hasn't found any werewolves yet. Oh, hang on.
Boy, do I feel stupid or what.
Okay. Can we go talk to her?
I really should apologize, but I really should apologize, but I don't want to interrupt her.
I really should
Maybe there's
apologize.
something else I can do.
But I don't want to because, quite frankly, I'm a bitch. I wonder if I can go get flowers to pretend that I'm going to go and give and be in there. She should apologize, but then if I apologize, that means I have to be nice to somebody. And that turns my stomach, the sheer thought of having to, maybe I can do it in a way where I scream at her. I think the reason why she's so angry is because her trousers are pulled up too high. If she just pulled them down a little bit, she maybe be a little bit less tetchy. It is a high waistline. Look at Simon Cowell. He's a grumpy bastard. That high waistline it rides up into your butt cheeks. You're not comfortable at all. Gives you the grouch. It was a problem in the 90s, yeah. High waistitis, that's what they called it. There was a proper pandemic and everything. We lost many lives to high waistitis. The gardener's gonna come along and go, "What the fuck, man? My prize roses! Some fucking bastards picked them!" She'll be like, "Yeah, it was Goethe. It wasn't me." Hang on, Gerta's not there. No, Grace. Grace, we can go into her bedroom. We know where she is, so we can go into her bedroom.
I don't want to go back and...
Oh, that's the perfect opportunity. If you're going to commit a crime, know where the person you're committing the crime against is. Did any of that make sense? Okay, so now if I go in with the roses, then I don't look like I'm some sort of knob who's just turning up. Bingo. And I did it without my big brother's help. Unless she's going to whack her with them. She just walks up behind her and just wham around the back of the head. Bitch. Also, I'm sorry. And kicks her. Like, gives her the flowers. Fuck you. Ah, I was so close. Sorry, I'm sorry. Fucking bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so proud of you. Oh, thanks, Dave. I can get past computer games on my own.
I'm so sorry. I was an idiot. Gabriel and I, we never...
I know.
He's never got his dick wet.
It's my fault.
Well, not in her, anyway.
He never tells me anything.
Gabriel.
I don't know why you didn't want me on this case.
It's because you shouted him a lot.
Maybe.
Probably.
Don't even try to make excuses for him.
Grace, you're trying to apologize, Grace.
He's up to his neck in it, I think.
Will you stop?
Will you help me out with something?
It's not my fault. Lamia started it. I can't stop with the joke.
I have to do some research on Ludwig.
But I can't read German.
See some of his castles.
Would you like to go with me? Not like a date or anything.
Take Gabriel's
Unless
car.
maybe it is a date. It's got the car keys. Get in, guys.
Southern Bavaria in the car. Ludwig's castles are all marked. Thanks.
Unknowns to Gerda. Grace can't drive.
Good luck.
Crash off a bridge. I'm guessing this guy that is dead, though, is the last Schattenjäger, not like a really, really old one, or else it's like she's in love with like someone who's been dead for 100 years. Oh, all right. And car keys. Go, Grace, go. Let that Vauxhall overflow. You got the power, Grace Racer, let it show. Straight off a bridge. Oh, put the clutch down. Cool. Give me a hint, game. Oh, gotta go to all the places. Which one should we go to first, gang? Do you want to go to building? Do you want to go to statue place? Or do you want to go to painting land? Are you okay? Do you need me to call
So
someone?
uncivilized.
Crash, I had a Red Bull and I think it might be actually affecting my brain. Where should we go? Where should we go, guys? I'm giving you guys the option to play the game. If you're not going to choose, I'm going to choose for you museum. Which one's that? The building? Or, wait. Welcome in, everyone. There wasn't a raid, was there? Did I miss a raid? No, I didn't. What? I just got out the car. Why did she get out the car? Lamia, you told me to go to the same place. You just told me to go back to the place I'm already in. Think trying to confuse you. It's not that difficult. Forreston really came in, you goof. Oh. Oh, sorry. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Tig. I'll shut up and play the game now, Tig. Sorry. Just do the game. Look at this. Absolute shithole. It's only got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towers. This is not a tower. 5 towers? Pfft. Rubbish. Oh, Tig, don't be sad. Don't do the sad face, Tig. It's a proper good sad face. Tour tape.
Our tour begins in the entry hall. Ludwig II lived from 1845 to 1886. He assumed the Bavarian throne at the age of 18 when his father died. Ludwig's passion was building castles. He built 3 during his lifetime: Linderhof, Herrenchiemsee, and Neuschwanstein.
It really is. It
Plans for a
really
fourth
does.
castle,
Sorry, we're trying to listen to this tour.
were underway when he died. In addition to his obsession
I
with
almost
building,
died.
Ludwig also had a passion for classical
Werewolves?
heroic German mythology. a taste he shared with the German opera composer Richard Wagner.
Here comes the
Neuschwanstein
history lesson
is
section.
decorated throughout with themes from these stories, most of which directly relate to Wagner's operas.
Oh. Okay, I'm off to bed. I have a painful tummy and I'm tired. No worries, Lamia. Thank you so much for coming in. And I hope that your tummy feels better. I'll be back on Wednesday night. Guess what? I don't have a wedding on Wednesday. It's on the 30th of November. Sleep well, Lamia. And also, if you could, please don't... I spelled it wrong. Damn it. The comedy timings are out the window. Don't come. Sorry. Oh, the guy's coming back. Oh god. I hope you feel better though, Lamia, honestly. Whoa. Shiver. Okay. Can we add the mouse? There we go. Thank you.
I wonder where that door leads.
Interesting. Can I talk to this
I don't
guy?
think the guards want to be bothered.
We won't bother the guards then.
I don't think the guards want to be bothered while on duty.
A bed.
Did they have running water in 1886? Maybe
I don't
Ludwig
know.
thought all this luxury would help him sleep. Did they have running water in 1886?
You are now standing in the king's bedroom. The theme of the bedroom is Tristan and Isolde, the tragic love story retold in Wagner's opera. The
I mean, I'm not
opera
gonna
was
lie.
given its
I
first
do look at these
performance in Munich
bedrooms.
in 1865, and
Mine's
20-year-old
fucking shit
Ludwig attended. This is probably
compared
the
to
most
this
elaborate
bedroom.
and expensive bedroom ever created.
Yeah.
It took 14 wood carvers 4.5 years to create this room. It was this kind of extravagance that bankrupted the king. In the years
It's
before
grey.
his death, he found it increasingly difficult to find money from any source.
It's great. But where the fuck are you going to put your TV? You got to have your TV on the wall. I've got to have a TV on the wall to be able to watch TV in bed. Shit. Shit, mate. Is she going to move? I'm guessing I've got to do something with the fact that the guards move in and out of the room. Hello. Interesting. So there's got to be something I got to do with these guards moving in and out. Hello.
I'm surprised people don't sit in these chairs when the guard's not looking.
Oh, I bet people fucking do, Grace. I bet people fucking do.
This is the king's living room. The walls are
King's
decorated
living
with
room. No
scenes from the
TV
Lohengrin
again.
saga.
Shit.
The king first saw Wagner's opera Lohengrin when he was 16, and it so affected him that he considered it a form of enlightenment. The tragedy of Lohengrin was his essential loneliness. This too was Ludwig's own fate. Ludwig withdrew more and more into his fantasy world of epic heroes and absolute monarchy. An ideal he was determined to create in his castles if he could not have it in his real life.
So
He only
basically,
wanted to be
sounds a
alone
bit
with
of an
his
emo.
dreams, so much so that even his servants were kept at a distance and were not allowed to look at him.
What were you afraid they'd see?
He sounds like he was a proper emo king. The king of emos. I love it. Listening probably to
Swans.
My Chemical Romance and
I can almost picture Ludwig in here. I wonder what he really dreamt about in this room.
hang on. Wait, sorry. We go from this beautiful grand space and then this is gonna live it a little
The
bit.
swan motif is featured throughout the castle.
Look at this. Gorgeous. And then we go into a fucking cave. I mean,
Both the
mate.
swan and the lily were symbols Ludwig associated with himself. They represented his ideals of majesty and purity. The painting behind the swan shows Lohengrin's arrival.
Okay.
More swans. I can almost picture Ludwig in here. I wonder what he really dreamt about in this room.
This is a reproduction of the grotto
Oh, it's a
from the
reproduction.
Tannhäuser saga.
Okay.
In such places, Ludwig could pretend he was one of his beloved mythic heroes. As the grotto personifies, the castles were solitary playgrounds built for Ludwig alone.
So he
believed
laughed.
The masses were too coarse to appreciate fine art, and he seldom entertained guests. In fact, Ludwig had a standing order that upon his death, the castles were to be destroyed. Fortunately, the estate was in such debt that the castles were opened for paying tours only weeks after Ludwig's death. They haven't closed.
Fucking poor Ludwig.
It is one of the great ironies of Ludwig's story that the
Yeah.
castles that he was thought insane for building are now considered Bavaria's finest treasures. They have paid for their construction many times over.
Oh, hello. It's a bit sad that he was like, when I'm done, I want them all knocked down. And literally, they're like, nah.
I doubt there's anything left in there now. Besides, the guard would kill me if I touched it.
Really, Grace? I'm sure you just shout at them.
Pretty nice place to work. Pretty nice place to work.
This is the king's study. Ludwig spent much time at his desk, writing letters, drawing up plans for his projects, and studying his favorite authors. He loved poetry, history, and the classics.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, being a royal, you just don't do fuck all, do you?
Affairs of state he did reluctantly attend to, were generally attended to alone at his desk in writing. His reluctance to meet with his heads of state and perform the duties of the king were one of the reasons for the charges brought against him in 1886. But Ludwig dreamt of true kingship and a true monarchy, and the small powers left to him after Bavaria succeeded power to Prussia only incited his disdain and frustration.
Can I go through the door? Bloody hell, this place is massive.
This is the final room of our tour.
Oh, okay.
Singer's Hall. It was modeled after the Singer's Hall of the Wartburg Castle, where minstrel competitions were held in the 13th century. The hall was built for small private concerts, but Ludwig himself never gave one here.
Battle of the
It is
Bands.
said that during the last few years of Wagner's life, he came to Neuschwanstein frequently and performed for the king alone in this room. The hall is probably best known for its enigmatic wolf paintings. The original
Wolf paintings
were from the Parsifal saga, but in 1882, Ludwig had them replaced, supplying the description and titles of the new paintings himself. The hunters tracked down
Oh God, there's so much. There's so much stuff you gotta listen to.
Engelhard courts Hildegunde.
Don't be wrong, it's great, but at the same time, I'm not actually here taking the tour.
There must be a story behind these wolf paintings, but what story?
Yeah. It's like, oh, don't be wrong, it's great, but at the same time, I'm not actually taking the tour.
Hildegunde's imprisonment. The wedding feast of Hildegunde and the Baron.
Amazing.
The
oh
death
no, the
of
puppy.
Engelhard.
The Borf.
Nice view of the Alps.
I guess if you're into
childhood castle,
dramatic views.
Is visible from the lookout in the Singer's Hall.
Bit drafty though, isn't it, mate? Can we go through here? I guess we can't. No. Okay. So it looks like I've done the tour. I mean, as far as tours go, that was alright, you know. No, I feel like I need to go through that door. Can I go through there?
This is Ludwig's private
We missed
chapel.
something. It's
The
private
king was a devout
chapel.
Catholic, as were all of the Wittelsbacher rulers. They supported the Roman Church.
I mean,
even
that's
when
how you
other
know you're
European
really
countries
rich.
Were dominated by
Got my own
Protestantism.
chapel.
The Black Madonna of Altadine. I wonder what her story is all about.
It's a beautiful crucifix. Ivory.
Whoops.
It's a beautiful crucifix. Ivory and gold.
Mm.
The stained glass window depicts St. Louis receiving the last sacraments.
Cool. Okay.
The paintings above the altar depict St. Louis surrounded by the seraphim. An interesting side note.
Oh.
The paintings
pressed
above
it,
the
sorry.
altar depict St. Louis surrounded by the seraphim. An interesting side note. For a period of about a year, the Louis images in all three castles were ordered to be covered up with black cloth on the unfathomable whim of the king.
That wasn't that interesting a side note.
The paintings in this room are from the Siegfried saga.
I thought it was pronounced Siegfried. Am I?
The paintings in this room are from the Siegfried saga.
Oh, I'm guessing that's just like her accent. Okay. I'm guessing I've got a shitload of stuff still to do there, but what at the moment, I don't know. So let's go to this place. Hello, lady. Tell me all of the stuffs and informations.
Guten Tag. Guten Tag.
She looks happy. Is my bob straight? Please tell me.
Ich hätte gern eine
Wait, she's gonna shout at
fürs
someone.
Museum. Ja, 8 Mark für eine Ganztagskarte.
What did you call me?
So. Danke.
Do I get any change? I think we just made a new friend.
Guten Tag.
I'm not even going to try to read that, Kicks, because I'm just going to be like, what? Is this Ludwig's mansion?
Ist das
Museum?
die Ludwig Museum? Ja, ja. Ludwig der Zweite von Bayern.
I love it when they're like, let's put the most appealing person on the front desk. You know, someone who we know people are going to be quite happy to see.
July 3rd, 1863.
Where is the airport?
Elizabeth,
She'd be like,
you
what?
can have no idea, dear cousin, how happy you made me. The hours recently passed with you in the railway carriage I consider among the happiest in my life. Never will their memory fade. You gave me permission to visit you at Ischl. If the time comes for this ardent hope to be fulfilled, I shall be of all men upon earth the most blessed.
The feelings of sincere love and reverence and faithful attachment to you, which I cherished in my heart even as a boy, makes me imagine heaven upon earth and will be extinguished by death alone. I beg you with all my heart to forgive the contents of this letter, but I could not help myself. Ludwig.
Spicy.
Elizabeth frequently gave Ludwig advice on royal conduct, hoping to protect him from unfavorable public opinion. March 1st, 1865. My dearest Eagle, you have not written me in a few months. I have missed
Nicknames.
you. I often try to imagine what you are doing. I hear tales that you have been on retreat and have not been seen in Munich for some time. I suspect it is this new friend you wrote up so mysteriously that takes you away from home. I hope you are enjoying yourself, my beloved, but I beg you to caution. The people need to see you at the throne. I also hesitate to suggest that what your officials do in your absence may not always be in your own best interest. You have always been a true king, but you must let the people see you to ensure that they don't forget that. E. Your dove.
Ooh, your dove. What a lovely little nickname.
Ludwig's friends were concerned for his mental state long before his arrest. June 14th, 1878. My beloved Eagle, in your last letter you spoke so movingly of your torment that I was moved to tears. What is this torment? Why won't you confess to me what is truly troubling you?
Hang on, why is this in English?
You must know that I would never despise you, no matter how horrible you believe your sins
They wouldn't be writing in English. I know, obviously,
Please
for the
do
game,
not write such barbs to my heart by even suggesting such things. If you do not wish to confess to me, at least tell me how I can aid you. I am always your true one, your dove.
Though, to be honest, this is probably, that's the German letter and then this is the English translation. So forget everything I just said. It makes perfect sense.
In this letter, dated November 1886, Elizabeth of Austria thanks Bishop Frank for his assistance in helping her fulfill Ludwig's last wishes.
What is me, Frank?
She writes that she knows it was an unusual request, but she believes Ludwig had reasons of his own for wishing it to be done. She hopes that his spirit finds peace at last. No further reference to this letter has ever been found.
Fred Butcher.
One can only speculate what the last
No
wishes
plot
of
holes,
the cornered and
man.
embattled Ludwig might have been. What were his last wishes? This place is giving me more questions than answers.
Yes.
They certainly make an incredible looking couple. They certainly make an
Interesting. Okay. I have learned nothing.
Ludwig is Prince Charming. He played the part well.
Did he, though? Did he? Can I go in?
June 7th, 1886. A group of men arrive at Neuschwanstein Castle demanding to take the king in custody. With them is Dr. Guden, the doctor who had been in charge of Otto, the king's mentally ill brother. The men have an order for the king's arrest on the grounds of insanity. They are refused admittance by a brave group of farmers and local
It was bloody
soldiers who
metal.
come to Ludwig's aid. They are forced to retreat to nearby Hohenschwangau. This is the first
That's
Ludwig
amazing.
hears of the conspiracy.
Ludwig composes a pamphlet explaining the subversive acts of the conspirators and eloquently pleading with his people for aid. The pamphlet is smuggled out of Neuschwanstein and printed, but the pamphlets are seized before they can be distributed.
June 7th.
Ludwig
No, Grace, I already read it. Well, you read
June
it too.
12th, 1886. Ludwig knows the conspirators will return. He despairs. He asks his servant for the keys to the tower. The servant, fearing the king intends suicide, says the key is lost. Unbeknownst to Ludwig, the conspirators arrive at the castle. This time, there is no one to stop them. Ludwig is lured from his bedroom to the entry hall of Neuschwanstein on pretense. There, he is taken into custody. Ludwig is taken by carriage from Neuschwanstein to Berg, where his brother Otto had long been imprisoned. This is a great blow to the king's state of mind. While on the way, the group stops at Sieshaupt to change horses. Ludwig asks to see the postmistress, Frau Vogel. She brings him a glass of water and he says something to her. She never reveals these last words to anyone.
Interesting. Okay.
June 13th, 1886. At Berg, Ludwig seems cooperative and coherent. Dr. Guden writes to the government that he has Ludwig well under control. The two men go out for a walk, and Dr. Guden is so confident he dismisses the guards.
When Ludwig and the doctor do not return after several hours, a search is undertaken.
The bodies of the two men are found in the lake, drowned. Circumstances unknown.
Ooh. Okay.
June 18th, 1886.
Ludwig drowned.
Ludwig's funeral procession marches through the streets of Munich, followed by enormous crowds of mourners. The service is held at a packed St. Michael's church. Lightning strikes the church during the service, but no one is harmed. Ludwig's body is entombed in the Wittelsbach crypt at St. Michael's. His heart is placed in an urn in the pilgrimage chapel at Altading in the Wittelsbach tradition. The urn is shown to the right. His heart is in an urn. How bizarre. June 18th. Ludwig's...
Gross! Please tell me we have to get the urn.
I have no idea what that says. Looks old, though.
You know it's got to be important then, Grace, if it's old. It's a painting. Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my
That's the
God.
slave from my dream.
It is the slave from your dream. There's never been another
Maybe
slave
Mrs.
ever.
Smith will know what my dream meant. I have to ask someone. This thing is getting too weird. Ludwig embarking on his sleigh. Maybe Mrs. Smith will know what my dream...
Mrs. Smith.
The midnight sleigh rides. Ludwig
Who's
went
Mrs.
on
Smith?
long sleigh rides in the middle of the night, particularly in his later
Is that?
years.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Smith is
It
the
is said that he
demonologist.
suffered from insomnia, headaches, and toothaches, and the rides soothed his restlessness. The sight of
Yeah,
the king's
beehive
grand sleigh speeding through the countryside of the Alps often startled the peasants and became a superstitious omen of ill fortune. I can see why. But what was he doing out there at night? Ludwig's death mask.
He
Wow.
looked pretty good when he was dead. I hope I look that good when I die. I'll be like that more than...
She's beautiful. One of Ludwig's few close friends was Empress Elizabeth of Austria. She was a distant cousin of the boy Prince, and he saw her often.
Hello,
growing
Club.
up.
Welcome in.
Graceful and beautiful, Elizabeth
Grace.
seemed to represent the feminine ideal to the younger Ludwig. Their friendship continued after her marriage, mainly by correspondence. She remained a source of stability for Ludwig throughout his life. In keeping with Ludwig's love of romance and drama, he called her the Dove.
The Dove.
And he to her was the Eagle.
Okay, so she was married to somebody else. I see. Can I ask her anything?
I don't have anything to say to her.
No. So maybe I go back and speak to Beehive Hair Lady, the demonologist. Skip that. Let's go to the pub. Yeah, let's go to the pub. Yeah. These guys would be absolutely shit. Oh. Great. Any idea where the demon people are?
Herr Huber?
Yes?
Yeah. Where are the Smiths?
Are the Smiths in their room?
Yeah, I believe so.
Could you ask them to come down, please?
Yeah, natürlich.
No, I can't do anything to help you because that would be considered helping you. And I don't like to help you, Grace, because I find you quite a distasteful person.
Now you just tell Merle what's going on.
Tell who? Tell you what, guys, I need to go for a quick wee. So I'm going to try and see if my Be Right Back screen works. If it doesn't, we'll have a trailer. So fingers crossed this works.
Cool. Oh. Hi, Daddy. Say hello to my little friend. Oh, God! Come on!
That Gabriel wanted, and so help me, I'm gonna be doing more than just research this time around. And I'm not gonna sit around
permission. And if you don't like it, it's just too damn bad.
Okay then.
Okay.
I don't like being down in the gross place. This place is gross. Everything's gross down here. Look at my new clothes. Ah, guys, I just got these. Look, they're covered in goo. It's never gonna fucking wash out. Oh, hello, dude. We got it. Ah. Fuck's sake.
I'm more comfortable with it than I am with a bra.
I can see that. Where the fuck did that come from?
If we're gonna
Women's
go to the north,
boobs
we'll
are
have to go
amazing.
through the commander's room on this floor.
She had a key card in there. She had a whole magazine of ammo.
The door to the commander's room is security level 5.
No, 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 no. I'm so close. Yes! Yes! Nah! Oh, freaking brilliant. Oh, fucking hell. Ah, yes! Yes! Yeet!
Don't, I'm gonna fart.
I'm a barrel of laughs, Paul. Yeah! Ah, bollocks, I missed. How the fuck did you miss? He's right there! Seriously, girl!
I'm back. And how the fuck did she miss? It was literally right there. Tell me about my dreams.
Last night.
A sexy dream?
I didn't remember it at first, but
he got excited then.
I saw something today at one of the museums.
A museum with stuff in it? Interesting.
I was being chased in the woods by wolves. And I saw
He just turns. Were you naked in this dream?
Ludwig was inside.
No.
He pulled me up, and I thought I was safe.
And then he turned into a wolf.
But then he turned into a wolf.
So what do you think, Mother?
Is he calling her mother?
Is a spiritual guide dream. The High Priestess in Gabriel's cards must be linked to Ludwig somehow.
What do the wolves represent?
I'm a psychic, dear, not Freud. But the warning I got was about the black wolf, wasn't it? And the wolves in the dream. It must be the same danger.
It's so frustrating. The more I find out, the more questions I have.
Why don't you try a little communicating of your own? Ludwig's the link. Appeal
Pardon
to
me.
him.
Sorry.
The answers may not come right away, but at least you'll give the guide something specific to say the next time she contacts you.
Isn't there any way that you could
Beep. She's getting angry.
Ludwig or something?
There should be like an anger meeting.
All day to make contact.
You've got to keep that grace rage meter down.
Despair. Ludwig's soul is not at peace.
I've seen his death marked. He looked quite peaceful in there.
I'd better go.
Anytime you need us, stop by.
Be careful.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks. Okay. So, What's that?
A ticket to the Ludwig Museum.
Ah, okay.
I don't have anything to say to him. I don't have anything else.
No, I've got nothing else to say to them. Okay. So I need to... get my connection to him. How the hell am I meant to do that?
I don't have anything to say to her at the moment.
So hang on. I have to try and communicate with him. And the only way I've done that is when I've been asleep. So maybe I need to... Oh! Gerda, baby! Am I saying her name right? Gerda. I am saying it. I'm just... Can I just say something? Gerda's really pretty. She's really quite beautiful. Is it just me? I'm like... Gerda's really like... She's a very good-looking woman. Grace has those terrible trousers and I just can't. Just me. Do you not think Gerda's good look? Do you not think she's good looking?
Pretty comfortable, even if he slept in it.
You do? Okay, yeah. She's a pretty lady. No, I was hoping I was gonna go to sleep and then I could have communicated. It's not just you. Oh, sorry. I can't retake.
Nothing else I can use in the biography. There's nothing. I'm not sure what other case books would be relevant.
I'm not a smart person. I try my best, but I'm stupid. Stupid. Stop beating myself up on stream. Gerda.
Gerda.
Stop it.
Yes.
You're pretty. I think I love you, Gerda.
Have you heard from Gabriel at all? No, Grace, I'm sorry.
Also, just going to put this out there. Gerda's hair is actually like the same length, you know, which for me, is a major
I don't
turn.
have anything to ask Gerda right now.
Do I need to show anything to Gerda? Look, Gerda, I went to a museum. No, she's not interested in that. Look, Gerda, a book.
I'm not sure why she...
Look, Gerda, keys.
I'm not sure why she'd want to...
No, she's not going to want to see any of those stuff. Okay, so my idea of going to sleep to be able to have a dream about Ludwig was completely wrong. So let's forget I said that. Don't tell people I said that, because I didn't say that. That's not something that I said. You said it, not me. Fuck's sake. I've still got stuff to do in all of the places. Grace's bob turns into her face and away from her face in different scenes. I know, it's magic hair. All right, Dave, where do I have to go? What do I have to do? I need to find a way to be able to communicate with him.
I have no idea what that said.
But I can't really...
Ludwig's death mask. Wow.
Wow. He's well dead. Wow.
Ludwig embarking on his sleigh.
I think you have to get this woman to direct you to another museum.
I don't have anything to say to her at the moment.
Lady. Another museum, but I can't see what I... This is a letter, but...
Gracie, you decided to come over. That's great. Good and tag and all that. I'm sure you and Gertie are hitting it off. Thanks for finding the werewolf book. I'm not sure what it all means, but it might be useful. About Ludwig II, you know, I think you might have something there. Ubergrau says there are 2 places you should check out. Ludwig had a castle called New Swan something, and there's a museum about him here in chemistry. Something like that. I really think you should spend some time looking into it.
Okay. Or maybe call the professor. I thought last time I tried to do that it said the professor was going to call me. But I can always try and give him a call. Unless maybe she's had a call.
I'm not sure why she'd want to...
Okay, Grace. Okay, don't shout at me, Grace. Go Go into the... Grace, go into the room. Thank you, Grace. Okay.
Professor Barkley will call when he finds out something.
Yeah, he's going to call me, so... unless there was something to do with the ticket. Maybe I phone him with the ticket, maybe? No. So I have to wait for him to call me. So I've obviously got to do something that initiates that at some point. Okay.
I don't have anything to ask yet. I don't have any...
Well, nothing to ask Gerda. Maybe... we have to... It doesn't really give you... It's like, oh, you want a hint? Do you want a hint for this incredibly miscellaneous, difficult task? Go to one of these places. Like, thanks. But I could do with an actual hint. Guide says, view all exhibits. Talk to women about Wagner to unlock museum. Did I not view all the... Did I not view everything? I thought I did view everything. I viewed all that. Viewed all those. Viewed that.
She's beautiful. One of Lud...
Viewed all that. Ah, there was another bit.
It weighs a ton.
That's a big old cloaky
Ludwig's
cloak.
Grand Master wardrobe from the Knights of St. George.
I want a big old cloak.
He looks so regal. Why would he give up all of this pageantry and become a recluse?
Because he became a werewolf. That's what I reckon.
The Knights of St. George was an aristocratic society dedicated to the acts of chivalry. Ludwig loved the medieval pageantry of the order in his early years, before his increasing reclusiveness drove him to abandon public appearances. Ludwig, there's gotta be a connection. Ludwig, Grand Master of the Knights of St. George. There's gotta be a connection between all this St. George stuff and Gabriel.
St. George crap.
Richard Wagner. Ludwig's diary. Ludwig kept a diary from 1869 when he was 24 years old until his death. The diary provides a fascinating look into the mind of this tormented man. The original diary is kept in the Royal Archives. A few entries are shown on the opposite wall.
Ooh.
I've gotta see that diary.
She's gonna smash it. Look at the face. She goes, I've got to see that diary. Calm down, Grace. Calm down.
Even after Wagner's death, Ludwig still showed signs of obsession with the composer. This letter, written in 1882 by Ludwig to the conductor of the Munich Opera, instructs the conductor to make preparations for a new Wagner opera. The conductor went to see the king as instructed. When he arrived, Ludwig was ill and refused to see him. Nothing further was ever heard of this mysterious new opera. Was it a figment of an ill man's desperate wishes?
Oops.
Ludwig is offered a crown of laurels by the genius of immortal fame.
So he was a proper, like, fan of
26
this
July,
little, Wagner.
By the power of the lily, we shall have the strength to resist all temptations throughout the whole year.
The lily.
26 July, 1875. Solemn oath before the picture of the great king. Refrain for 3 months from all excitement. This oath has its binding power as well as its potency by de par le Roy, LNR, DPLR.
What excitement. I need to see more of that diary.
I don't think I can.
Ludwig and Wagner. Ludwig loved the opera of his contemporary Richard Wagner. He helped support Wagner's music through much of his life. Ludwig considered Wagner a close friend, often calling him the great friend. Wagner encouraged this infatuation, some believe, for personal gain. Typical artist.
Typical musician. Right, now she should tell me where the... Well, she looks happy to see me.
Guten Tag.
Ludwigs Tagebuch im Museum?
Ja,
Wo kann ich Ludwigs Tagebuch hier anschauen?
die Tagebücher sind ganz persönlich. Die sind in den königlichen Archiven.
Yes.
Niemand darf die lesen. Aber nein, niemand darf die lesen.
Grace has met a match. She is a shouty, shouty lady. Hi, I'm back. I know you just shouted at me 2 seconds ago, but I'd like to ask you something else, maybe with less shouting.
Guten Tag.
Im Museum ist einen Brief von Ludwig über eine neue Wagner-Oper.
Ja, ja, ich kenne diesen Brief.
Wo kann ich mehr von dieser Wagner-Oper sehen?
Ja, ich weiß nichts über Wagner. Das hier ist kein Wagner-Museum.
Ja, ich weiß.
In Bayreuth befindet sich ein Wagner-Museum. Versuchen Sie es halt doch, ne?
Bayreuth.
Bayreuth there's another museum.
Danke.
Oh, she got a little smile. We're best friends now. Yay. Aha! Let's go to the other museum, because I love hearing about all of this history. Please talk English so I can understand.
Guten Tag. Ist das die Wagner Museum?
Yeah, you're an American, aren't you? I'm afraid the house is closed this time of year. It will be open next month.
Crap.
Bollocks.
You are interested in Wagner?
Very.
I just wonder if they were
very
just
recently
talking
very
shit.
interested.
Yeah. I don't understand what's going on.
Most of the house is closed for cleaning, but a few rooms are open. I shouldn't let you probably, but...
You're a scamp.
You are,
Go, it's only you.
Endlessly.
Come on.
Come in and look over.
Yeah, no subtitles. Maybe I need to turn them on, but...
Georg Immerding. There's only a few displays. Besides, I wouldn't be much of a shining knight if I charged you.
Thanks, Georg. My name is Grace.
Hello.
Dude, you missed your opportunity. How much do I owe you? I don't know. How about a drink? Or dinner? That was your chance, dude. Your chance. You'd have been smooth. Smooth with it. Amateur.
Wagner's piano. On this piano, the maestro composed his later operas, including The Ring.
Blonk, blonk, blonk. Start playing the piano. Okay, I can't touch the piano.
Franz Liszt, composer and Cosima Wagner's father.
Richard Wagner.
Oh, that's a neck beard if I ever seen one. Okay, let's go into this room.
This must be a model of Wagner's own theater here in Bayreuth.
Man, you gotta be pretty decent if you got your own theater. That's walking around money.
Costumes. Opera costumes. These look like production designs.
Do
I
you
don't see
care to
anything that
know
looks like
what the
those wolf
conversation
paintings
with
in
the
Neuschwanstein,
receptionist
though.
was? Yeah.
These look like production designs. I don't see
If you
anything
speak
that looks
German,
like those
Club,
wolf
I'm more
paintings
than
in
happy
Neuschwanstein,
to
though.
for you to translate.
These look like production designs. I don't see anything that looks like those wolf paintings in Neuschwanstein, though. These look like production designs. I don't see anything that looks like those wolf paintings in Neuschwanstein, though.
Okay. Yes, if you care to translate, can I go for this door?
The great patron himself. Ludwig as the classical Greek hero. Ludwig.
What is it with these guys in their death masks?
Ludwig's death mask.
Not something we do nowadays, is it?
June
Though
10th,
we don't. It's not something. Well, we used to do that all the
residence.
time.
Great friend, I am writing to you in the middle of the night. My blood is pounding too wildly for sleep. Tonight's performance, how can I describe it? I am unsure whether to be terrified or thrilled. Perhaps I even feel hopeful. If it is hope, you have given it to me, my friend, for the first time in years. We must speak. Something happened during the music tonight, but I must have your absolute confidence. As you love me, come at once. Your devoted king, Ludwig.
I mean, if the king tells you to come round to his place, you know, you
July
just have to go, don't you?
Great and beloved king, Monsieur Beaujolais and I have finished the diagram. We checked the figures many times, and Monsieur is confident that it will work. 8 identical fixtures are to be made from the diagram and placed in the theater exactly as specified. I'm sending the diagram with your courier. Be full of hope and have courage. All will be well. Your own, Wagner. A portrait given as a gift from Ludwig to Wagner.
The receptionist told her that it was not a Wagner museum, but that there was one in Bayreuth. By the way, the receptionist sounded Bavarian. I missed the start of the game, so was that by any chance somewhere in southern Germany? I don't 100% know if it's southern Germany. I don't think they've mentioned exact location. I think some of it is fictional location, and some of it is like real places in Germany. All right, we want to go.
An old sofa. The death of Wagner.
The death
On Ash
of
Wednesday, 1883, Wagner suffered a heart attack in a Venetian gondola on the way to Saint Michel. His wife and the gondolier carried him into a church, where he regained consciousness. Wagner died 4 days later on this sofa.
That's how I want to die, on a sofa. It's not really how I want to die.
Wagner's death mask.
There is a map that would help. Yeah, I will look at the map in a bit.
It looks like an architectural drawing of a theater. The Wittelsbacher Theater, München. Every square inch is measured. It's a letter from a Monsieur Beaujolais, dated September 1881.
That's very French.
Looks like he's discussing acoustics and sound waves. And crystals. Wasn't Wagner's Bayreuth Theater already built? Why would Wagner be worrying about acoustics?
Interesting. Oh, that just takes me back round. Is Franken, that's a bit north of Bavaria, but I'm in fact really bad in German. So do you are you German yourself, or have you just speak the language? I can show you. Actually, let's exit, and I'll quickly show you the map. There you go. So this is where we are. Obviously, Munich is a real place. Is Munich real? I think Munich's real. This is where we are. I grew up in Germany, and I'm 50%. Oh, amazing! I've always wanted to go to Germany. I hear it's like a really beautiful country. Apart from the werewolves.
What are you doing here if the museum is closed?
I work here? That's what I get paid for, Grace?
It's a good job for me. I can soak in the atmosphere of the maestro while I compose.
What are you composing?
This? A new arrangement. One of Wagner's pieces.
It's just an orchestra piece.
No. I am only a student at the university. I study music, composition, conducting.
Ah. Capital Bavaria. Ah, interesting.
Is there much of a call for conductors in Europe?
You spotted it very well in clubs.
He is the conductor for the Munich Opera.
Well, that's convenient. Does that mean you get free opera tickets?
Yes. I get a week's pass to the Opernfestspiele.
This guy's got he's got a proper in
Hope
there.
I'm still around to see it.
Maybe I could take you.
If you like. If you're still around, I can
the
go
guy's.
backstage and all sorts of things.
I'd love that.
We can go backstage and all
Germany,
kinds
I'll
of
call
things.
you, all right?
Yeah, good.
Bingo bango. Smooth
Tell me
criminal.
about Wagner.
Where to begin? Oh, okay.
He spent most of his life trying to convince rich patrons to subsidize his work. Unfortunately, he had expensive tastes. You see, he believed that someone of his genius deserved to live well. Can't argue with that.
But Ludwig II supported him, didn't he?
Yeah, sure. But
Very German.
Ludwig came along very late in Wagner's life. By then, he had already been run out of Venice and most major cities because of debt. Ludwig saved him. And the music. Best thing Ludwig ever did.
Are you not a fan of our main Ludwig?
Do you know
Don't you be bad mouthing our Ludwig.
Ludwig in the display case? The one about the diagram?
Ah. No. Some sort of
Right. Cheers, man.
equipment for Ludwig's theater. But I don't know why Wagner would have cared about this. If he was worried about any theater, you would think it would have been his own theater, here, in Bayreuth.
Have you ever heard about the letter that Ludwig wrote to the Munich conductor in 1882 telling him to prepare for a new Wagner opera?
You're full of surprises for an American.
What do you know about it?
Usually wrong with me.
No one knows anything about it. It's like a treasure map, you know. It's probably a complete fairy tale, but it does make you wonder.
You have no idea what it could have referred to? Maybe something that Wagner was working on with Ludwig?
If there was, there's no trace of it. Except perhaps in the dreams of
Gabriel, our Southern Belle. Is me Gabriel Knight. Dankeschön. He's terrible. It's like that scene in Glorious Bastards. Where Brad Pitt's character's trying to do his Italian accent.
Have you ever heard about the wolf panels in the Singers' Hall at Neuschwanstein?
Did my brother send you here?
You're scaring me.
No.
Me? I'm sorry. Gabriel, nah, he's a brother. The Southern General Bill. He tries to do a German accent.
The letter to the conductor, the wolf panels. Oh, my brother thinks I am crazy because of all my theories.
I think you're crazy.
What theories?
Oh, she's getting angry.
This is Quatsch. If there was a lost opera, a lost Wagner opera, and if one could find it, to a conductor, this would be like finding King Tut's tomb. But people have looked for it before. If it ever existed, it is gone forever.
Right, we need to find this opera, obviously.
Waste my time even thinking about it.
He said, Quatsch. Quatsch? Is that a swear word? Is that a naughty word?
I'm curious. Is there any other information that points to the lost opera besides Ludwig's letter and the wolf panels?
It's nothing. I'm not even supposed to have seen it.
This guy is really like...
You see...
Go on then.
My brother says that Wagner was too egotistical.
That's bullshit.
To produce the lost opera.
But more polite.
If he was working on something new, every person in Bayreuth would have heard about it. On the other hand,
It's my classic saying. This is
Ludwig's
bullshit.
character wanted a private opera.
But it wouldn't have been private. Ludwig's letter shows he intended it to be played in Munich.
Yes, but that it would get so far without Wagner telling others? Why keep it a secret?
Maybe there was a very good reason for secrecy.
For example?
Like... Never mind.
The dumb Gabriel will. It's me, Gabriel, now. I'm gonna find the lost opera. Here's my theory, and I probably am remembering this slightly from actually knowing bits about this game. But I think that the opera particularly has these particular sound waves that make a person who is a werewolf force them into turning into a wolf. For some reason.
I don't have anything to ask Georg about. Wagner's souvenirs. Don't think I need any of those.
Okay, so I need to find this missing opera.
What's that book?
What that?
Cosima Wagner's journal is locked up for preservation.
Huh.
Smash! just
Cosima was Wagner's wife, I think. She probably just talks about him in her journal. Cosima was... I don't have anything to ask Georg about at the moment.
Dickens. Okay, so... how am I going to find this missing opera? Oh, I just exited. There's got to be... there's got to be clues as to where the opera could be. Only Gabriel does the criminal dodgy stuff. Yeah, and Gabriel is like... but he's so stupid. He's just like, yeah, I can get away with being a criminal. I'm Gabriel Knight. Everybody loves Gabriel. Okay. Let's have a serious think. I need to find this missing opera. So I need to try and find some sort of clues as to where this missing opera would be. Where? That's the exit. Okay.
It's a letter wasn't... It looks rather simple considering the grandiose stuff Wagner composed here. It looks rather simple considering the grandiose stuff...
It's not going to be just like in a desk, because people would have found that. So it's got to be something more than that, because or else it would be just like simply have worked out. Like people would have worked it out. So it can't just be, oh, it was in the desk all along. We just never bothered to look in there. Oh, how do I get out of this place? There we go. Okay. Maybe I need to speak to my demonologist friends about it, and they can give me some sort of clue as to why does this still sound realistic to me.
I don't have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment.
So I can't get... why does that still sound realistic to me? What? Why does what sound realistic? What sounds realistic? The fact that I have to try and find the missing opera? No, he's not. He's not there. Okay. Where would I find information about...
I don't have anything to ask.
It's just in the desk because no one's ever checked. Yeah, I'm like, I wouldn't...
pretty comfortable, even if he slept in it.
It can't be somewhere simple. It's got to be somewhere...
Nothing else I can...
There's nothing...
I'm not sure what...
I'm sure this guy hasn't phoned me. Aha! Maybe I do just phone him. Try and get some information. Get some information about...
Hello?
Hi, Professor Barkley. It's Grace.
Oh, good.
Oh, yes, the
I have a
shouty
name for
lady.
you. It's Herr Josef Dahlmeier, and he specializes in Bavarian history, and
Okay.
I think he's somewhere near you are.
Herr Josef Dahlmeier. Great, got a number?
Yeah, I do. It's
555-555-555-555. Nobody go phoning that number in real life.
Sorry about the bother.
That's no bother. When are you coming back to school, Gracie?
When I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Well, be good.
See, it's not realistic because in TV programs, Americans never say goodbye. And I said that last time, that Americans never say goodbye. And the Americans in the chat informed me that's not fucking true. We do actually say goodbye on the phone. And they have no idea why they never fucking do it in TV series. So I'm like, it really bothers me because I'm like, why don't you have characters say goodbye? It gives you the impression that Americans are rude, but they're not like that. They say goodbye to people. Just why do they not do it? Oh, we pay you by the word.
Hello?
Hello? Sind Sie Herr Josef Dahlmeier?
Yeah, you must be Grace Nakamura, the American history student.
The shouty one.
Yes.
I hear you're interested in Ludwig II.
It's not plot relevant. It just makes them seem
I want to
rude.
show you. Drive to Berg on Starnberger See. Meet me at the Memorial Chapel.
All right. Thank you.
Oh God, I've got even more places to go.
To look into before we meet.
Well, I was hoping you knew something about someone called the Black Wolf. He was a contemporary of Ludwig's. He lived in Prussia, I think, and he was well connected.
Never heard of him, but I'll check. See you there.
Thanks. Bye.
She just said goodbye on the phone, so they can do it. It's just that really bothers me because it makes the characters seem rude that they don't say goodbye. But that's not how anybody is. Nobody's like that. Sorry, I just got on my high horse there for a second. Got a bit heated there about saying goodbye on the phone. Okay, another place. Yay. Oh my God, we're never going to get through this chapter. Now that is a church. This is the jam crumpet thing all over again. Don't even get me started on keep your jam away from me.
It's a memorial chapel. It's a memorial. It's a memorial.
This is where he died.
Dear God.
Herr Dahlmeier.
Hello.
Josef, I didn't mean to startle you. I wanted you to see it. I feel him here the most, you know, more than at the castle.
Wow, that's a fantastic perm on the back of his head. How can I finish this chapter as quickly as I possibly can, my friend? Jam on crumpets. Not saying bye on the phone. White chocolate. Yeah, there's a few things there. Oh my God, we've got a lot of listening to do here.
Barkley says your hobby is Ludwig.
Yes.
Yes, I'm quite
real
sad.
King that Bavaria had. As a Bavarian and a history buff, well, that's enough to hook me right there.
But there's more, right?
He was a romantic, you know, a dreamer, and he was misunderstood, maligned.
Was he also a werewolf?
Me? Hell, I have it easy. At least I live in the 1990s, and not every eye in the country is on me. But yes, I can relate.
1990s. Oh God.
You know about Ludwig's diary, right?
Of course.
How can I get my
Doesn't
hands on
everybody?
it?
You're crazy, lady.
Myself for 5 years. They keep it locked up tight in the Royal Archives and they don't let it
That's
out.
the face of anger.
They think it contains things that will hurt his image.
They won't let anyone see it, not ever?
Only one person outside of the government ever got to see it, a biographer, Sir Richmond Chapel. He had friends among the German royals and they let him look at it.
Did you ever try to contact Chapel? Pick his
We'll
brain?
meet them all in elementary school.
And I don't believe I never thought of that. If you do and you find out anything, you must share.
It's a promise.
No, I won't do that with you because I hate you. I hate everybody.
Tell me about Ludwig.
I'm Grace Nakamura. I hate everyone.
I don't know where to start. There's so much. Politically, the most significant thing about Ludwig II was that he signed over independent Bavarian statehood to Prussia in 1870.
Grace hates everybody.
Bavaria became a part of United
Yeah.
Germany, and Ludwig
Yeah, I
became
fucking
a
hate you.
prince under the Prussian Kaiser.
Why do you think he did that?
Bavaria had been involved in the 100 Years' War. People were tired of fighting. Prussia's push to unite the German states made some amount of sense. Still, Ludwig must have had other options. At the very least, he should have negotiated better terms.
So what was the real reason?
He was manipulated by Bismarck. At least that's what I think, anyway.
Grace is like not listening. She's wondering, how can I drown you in this lake? Don't Ludwig so much. How about I kill you like Ludwig?
You'll find two perspectives on Ludwig. The view the tourists get is the romantic ideal, Ludwig the tormented loner.
This guy's turtleneck is fucking stupid.
Ludwig was plagued with guilt over his sexual orientation and was driven mad with self-loathing.
But I take it you're not buying either point of view.
Well, it's all too convenient, isn't it? That he was a devout Catholic, there is no
The
question.
tormented loner.
I'm
He's
sure there were
emo.
pressures on
He
him
was
to
the
be
original emo.
normal. But he was no prude. He loved
Ah,
Byron.
kinky bastard.
Yes. Philosophy, the French court. If anything, Ludwig was too much an egomaniac. He didn't give a damn what anyone thought. And
He's
besides,
more
he didn't try
tormented
to
than
hide
Papa
any of his
Roach.
relationships. If he suffered from anything in his romantic life,
Cut my life into pieces.
no one loved him back as purely as he
This
himself
is
loved.
Ludwig's last resort. Werewolves, suffocation.
Well,
Sorry.
if it wasn't sexual guilt that tormented him, what was it?
I don't know.
Sorry.
His diary was filled with self-guilt, but I'm sure it's not about that. If I knew, I'd write my own book, set the record straight, so to speak.
So he was a kinky emo, basically.
Have you read anything about Ludwig's midnight sleigh rides?
Would that have been something? To be out at night and suddenly see him sweep by with his entourage? They say the night agitated Ludwig, and that being outdoors and the rushing feeling of the sleigh calmed him down. Sometimes even the sleigh wasn't enough. He would stop in some remote woods, order his servants to stay put, and go wandering off by himself for hours. It drove the servants crazy.
Midnight sleigh rides, eh? I can relate.
Tell me about Bismarck.
I often go riding my sleigh at midnight.
He was the Prussian Kaiser's chancellor. Not a nice man. Bismarck had a reputation for learning people's
Well, according to
weaknesses
you,
and
he's not a nice man.
manipulating them. It's a matter of record that he had spies on Ludwig's staff. He may even have had a henchman even closer to the king. And he was involved in the conspiracy to declare Ludwig insane.
Could that be the Black Wolf?
Did you find out anything about the Black Wolf?
I did.
I did.
I'd read about him before, but I hadn't realized that was who you were talking about.
Ah.
His name was Godin. Paul Godin. I found a reference to his being called the Black Wolf after you telephoned.
I've never heard of him. Who was he?
Godin lived on the fringes of the Prussian court. He was handsome, charming, dangerous, or so they say. He was very
Sounds kinda
rumored to
hot.
have been a foreign prince, a Prussian spy, even an assassin. Since you were
He
interested
was
in him, I
James
found some things that are
Bond.
probably true. It said he came from abroad in the mid-1800s, but claimed high German blood.
Do you know where he came from?
No. And he was ruthlessly ambitious. He probably found out who held the power, Bismarck, and offered his services. Bismarck was a good judge of talent, of that sort anyway.
Interesting. Tell me more about this Black
What
Wolf.
else do you know about Godin?
He must have done something remarkable. Bismarck was not a generous man. He liked
There's
to
a
string
guy who
people along
wouldn't
with
wear a
promises,
red
but rarely
polo
came
neck
through.
sweater with a trench
He did for
coat.
Godin, though. He gave him a royal title and
Fashion
lands in
faux pas.
1863. And that was the last reference I found to him.
Well, how could he just disappear?
It's not that unusual. Back then, when you were given a title, you usually changed your name and moved to a place where no one knew your past, so you could act with impunity. Or be a pompous ass and get away with it.
He sounds like the kind of guy who would wear like a Cumberbatch with like a sort of silk, you know, kind of type jacket, maybe drink red wine. Do we know anybody like that? Maybe.
Is there any way to find out what Godin was called after he got his title?
Is it that critical?
It might be.
Don't fucking backchat, mate. Well, Jesus. She'll drown you in that fucking river.
You could away for a copy of the entitlement deed, assuming it has been
Back of this guy's head is fantastic. Can you see those curls?
name would be on it.
Man. It's not a full mullet, but it's pretty close to a mullet.
And they can be very hard to get. A lot of red tape.
Great.
It just keeps showing us the back of his head. It's great. It shakes hands with one hand over the other hand. Yes. Yeah, I kind of get the impression that's the sort of person that's what you're being like.
What do you know about Ludwig's hunting accident?
Interesting. Collects masks from
I was introduced
foreign
to this
lands.
Great old man, a real old world farmer. Well, his grandfather was Richard Horning, Ludwig's equestrian.
You hate all. It's great hair.
Great Ludwig stories.
Oh.
Sometimes I get lucky. Anyway, he said that after the hunting
Oh
accident,
God, he's gonna go off on one.
terribly ill, that he had a fever and was acting crazy. They were afraid that the wolf had been carrying a disease or that the bite had gone septic.
A wolf bit him?
Yeah, it's not so unusual. There were a lot of wolves in the Alps back then. The servants were really worried, but Ludwig recovered, physically anyway. Horning's grandfather said it was the fever that broke Ludwig's mind, that he was worse than ever after that.
Interesting.
What do you mean Ludwig got worse after the accident?
So he was definitely bitten by a werewolf. He was turned to a werewolf. Oh.
But after the accident, he got
Right.
darker, more crazy. Towards the end, he was even forcing his servants to enter his chambers bent over so they couldn't see his face. Horning's grandfather said his temper was fearsome. He would fly into a rage at the least mistake.
Must have been terrified of him.
Yes, well. Horning's grandfather felt sorry for Ludwig, and Ludwig hated his own violence. He was always giving gifts to his servants to apologize.
So it is great. Interesting.
You mentioned that there were other reasons why Ludwig's servants feared him.
Ah, that's another of Horning's mysteries. There's a story about Neuschwanstein. Apparently, there was a period of time of 2 or 3 months when Wagner would come and visit him.
Wagner?
Yeah.
Wagner?
The two would lock themselves
I remember
in
that name.
Hall. Horning's grandfather said the sounds that came from there were awful. Well, the servants had superstitious
Some
minds
emo
anyway.
music
Some of
is
them
pretty
quit
shit.
over it, just walked away.
What kind of sounds?
Horning's grandfather called them heartbreaking and ungodly.
It's emo.
Maybe it was
That's
Wagner
emo, all
trying
right.
to sing.
Well, I
Cut
guess that's
my
all for
life
now.
into pieces.
It's my pleasure. And if you ever want to talk
Play it
again,
on the
just give
piano.
me a call,
Bing,
I'll
ding.
meet you
I
down.
will. Thanks.
Servus.
Well, bye.
Okay. Fucking random bird in the bar.
This is where they found Ludwig's body.
Shithole.
This is where they found Ludwig's body.
Well, I don't think we're going to find him here, Grace. Okay. I have gained new information. What I do with that information, I do not fucking know. Ludwig, King of Bavaria. Is that what it...
It's a memorial
Is he?
chapel for Ludwig.
Wait, so is Ludwig actually like a real... Was he actually a real king? Is this... Are they just sort of doing like a play on the potential real history? That's what the sign said. Oh, okay. Now, ads will be starting There we go, Grace. I've still got stuff to do there. Okay. Oof. I'm really a bit, They were both real, okay. So this is obviously just, they've made up a bit of like fictional...
Gerda? Yes?
Gerda, beautiful lady. Beautiful, beautiful Gerda. Special permit.
Do you have any idea where I could get a government research permit? I don't have time for a lot of red tape.
You should ask Herr Übergrau. He can maybe get such things very fast.
You think? I was gonna write Gabriel today anyway.
So I need to now write a letter to Gabriel. Gabriel, babes.
I should get a letter off to Gabriel. I need to include a note to Übergrau about the research permit.
Clickety clackety click click clack 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 click clickety clack 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 clickety clack. Interesting name. That's Mr. Overgrey. Ooh. She gonna lick it? Is she gonna lick it? Is she gonna lick the letter? Don't think she is. Is she? No. That letter's gonna come up. It's gonna come open. It's gonna. All the stuff's gonna fall out. All of the precious information is gonna fall out of it. Grace, don't, Grace, stop turning around. To the post office, to the post office, the most fun part of the game. We're gonna post a letter, it's the best part of the game. It's like a mini game. What we have to do is we have to press the doorbell, ding dong, and then we give her a letter.
Kann ich diesen Brief versenden?
Do your job and
Dreimal bitte.
send money. Grace, I don't need to have to click through your thing to give the money. Come on. You just do the classic thing whenever you're in a foreign country and you don't know how the money works. You just give them like a handful of money and hope that they're going to go, that's enough. Okay, so we've sent a letter to Gabriel.
I don't have anything.
Nothing to say to him. No, he's not there. Okay, so we need to get a special permit, which we can't do until. So Gabriel's we're gonna get a special permit from Gabriel. Dear God, I've still got things to do in every single fucking place. I really have no idea what I would do there because literally it's just outside the church. No, bollocks, crap. Not that church. This seems like the biggest chapter in terms of stuff to do. It's like, wow. There's a lot going on here. Outside the church.
I wonder what kind of flowers these are. I wonder
Just
what kind...
Take them. Take the flowers then, Grace. What do you mean? Is it the other church? Have I gone to the wrong church?
St. Georg Church.
Use Ludwig's book on phone. Oh yes, the biography guy. The biography guy. The guy who wrote his biography. He might know more stuffs about the things and the stuffs and stuffs. And the things and everything. Ahoy hoy.
Hi, I have a book of yours on Ludwig II. The author's name is Sir Richmond Chapel.
Yes, how can I help you?
Well, I'm doing some research on Ludwig.
Can you
and
tell me
I
about
was hoping
werewolves?
you could get me in contact with the author.
I'm afraid Sir Richmond Chapel is deceased.
Oh.
However, his son is living.
Oh.
Rage
Well, is there
growing.
any way you
Oh,
can put me
okay.
in touch with him?
And who are you doing this research for?
Gabriel Knight.
Well, I'm working with Professor Barkley from Yale University.
Little white lie.
All right. Thomas Chapel's number in England is 41 20 555 771.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Goodbye.
Bye.
See, they can say goodbye. So, again, now we go phone number, phone person in England. Now, is he going to have a terrible British accent? Oh, a bottle of water. Dead. Unacceptable. Punch him through the grave. Hey, it's me. I've got a bottle of water. Hello.
Chapel residence.
Hi, my name is
sound very
Nakamura.
British.
I'm calling from Rittersburg, Germany. Is Thomas
Oh,
Chapel
yes,
there, please?
darling. How are you?
Speaking. What may I do for you, Miss Nakamura?
Slightly
This is going to
English.
sound crazy, but I have a copy of your father's biography on Ludwig II. I understand he had access to Ludwig's diary.
Yes.
Well, I'm not even
Do you know what was in it?
He didn't make a copy of it or anything, did he? Or perhaps he took good notes?
He wrote down a complete translation in English. He said
Get
he
the
couldn't,
fuck in.
make headway with the German version. Ludwig's handwriting was rather brogue, you know.
He wrote down an English translation. Do you still have it?
Well, unfortunately, my father was allowed to see the diary only on the grounds that he wouldn't publish the entire work. I can't let you see it.
Oh,
Have you tried
bullshit.
contacting the National Archive?
No, I don't have the kinds of connections your father did, or the time.
That's unfortunate, but I really
Oh, it
cannot
sucks
let
to
it
be
out of
you.
my hands.
I understand. It was just a shot in the dark.
Very well. The best of luck to you.
Thank you, Mr. Chapel.
Okay, well that's a bit of a dead end. There's a version of the diary in complete and utter English, but we can't see it. We can't look at it.
I don't have anything to talk to him.
Maybe.
I don't want to bother Professor Barkley again.
I'd say maybe Professor Barkley could have phoned him.
I don't think pleading with Mr. Chapel will help. I don't know who else to write.
Okay.
Nothing. There's nothing. I'm not sure what.
Okay, so there is a version of the diary, but there's no way I can steal that. It's in the United Kingdom. Hang on. I'm in the United Kingdom. Wait. The diary's right here. I just happen to have the diary here
I'm not
with
sure
me.
why she'd want to see that.
I don't have any.
Some point there should be a lily outside the church. Yeah, there's the flowers, but I don't know what the flowers are. The flowers are here. Lilies! My wife's favorite flower. As I always like to say to her, you like the flowers that people use for funerals. That shows the kind of person you are. It's like, shut up, they're pretty. And I'm like,
Die
okay.
Lilien blühen schon?
Sehr schön.
Ja, aber
Fuck
es
off,
ist doch
mate.
noch so kalt.
Oh,
Für Sie ein Geschenk von der Madonna.
Oh no.
Nehmen Sie sie ruhig. Heute Nacht wird es kalt und sie wird sowieso erfrieren.
that's whatever you were talking about for you.
Thank you.
Claps, what did he say? Claps, translate! Paul Club's like, I want to just chill out, dude. Translate for me, or I'll get Grace on you. Okay, so now I have a flower.
Father Getz said the lily was a gift from the Madonna. That's an odd way of looking at it.
Interesting. There's a statue of the Madonna in here.
The Madonna. Grace Nakamura.
It's a bit early for lilies. Here, take it. It's gonna die anyway since it's... Ah, interesting. You'd think that they would have subtitles.
Those look better.
Can we
Gerda
take this
must
part?
have really loved Wolfgang.
Okay. So we have the lily now. Now I know they said something about the lily in what's it called? In the museum. Someone in the museum said there was something in the museum that said about
I don't have anything.
The lily. It was there was like a diary entry said about the lily. The funerals. For funerals. Maybe I put the flower down by where he actually died. Maybe I'll get a vision, because that's what I'm trying to get, is a bloody vision. Okay, Grace, can we? Loading. No. Maybe I have to look actually at the thing and then use it. No. No. Bird. There we go. I was right! And I worked it out all on my own. Plonk. Grace is like, I have no idea how to be sympathetic.
But I need more information to work with. If you can send any my way, I'd appreciate it.
Grace is such a great researcher. She's just like, please, random dead person, please tell me the answer. Dear God. Actually worked. Great. Nice one, Grace. No, Grace, I need to know. I need to know stuff.
I hope I'm not losing my mind.
You're going crazy, Gracie. Okay, so we've now done the... Okay. Maybe now I can go... I've got a feeling I have to go to sleep at some point, and then I'll have a vision. Because that's how I seen previously. We got one big done! That's how I seen anything previously, was in a dream.
Pretty comfortable.
No. It was an idea, but it's not the right idea. It's a good guess, but it's not correct. As they used to say in catchphrase all the time. Okay. Dave, give me another clue, because it's getting late, and this one's gonna take quite a while. I feel. I don't feel like I'm gonna get this one done. Talk to Gerda. Well, that I definitely can do. Gerda.
I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now.
I've got nothing to ask her, Dave. Great. Not even Dave is like, I don't know. I'm reading the Wolfer and I haven't got a clue what you want to do. Talk to Gerda. Nope, that's not.
I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now. I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now.
That's fucking great.
Ritter ancestors, I assume. I don't have anything to ask Gerda right now.
Maybe I need to show her
I'm
something?
not sure why she'd want to see that.
No. Screwdriver.
I'm not sure why she'd want to see that.
Get item from post office to give to Gerda. Says talk to Gerda, get item from post office, give to Gerda. Chapter done. Says I've still got loads to do in other places. I feel like I have nothing to say to Gerda. But it's telling me that I still have loads to do in other places. Maybe they have written back.
Hallo, Frau Gelder. Haben Sie etwas für mich?
Your friendly oh.
11th June 1872. Louis has convinced me to think matters through more thoroughly before I act. A trip it shall be then, to Shahin. It shall not alter my purpose, I feel, nor shall his compelling. The treaty is the ruin of my beloved Bavaria, and must be taken to task.
What was this? I don't know. It doesn't say. Cats.
3rd July 1872. The pain gets so bad, I cannot hold a pen to write, but the horror is far worse than the pain. He says it was an accident, says that we can truly be one now, that it is a great adventure. I believe him 1 minute,
Yeah,
and the next
he's
I can
bitten.
feel the flames of hell upon my heels.
He's bitten him,
May
and
God
he's.
have mercy on my soul.
Ludwig was turning into a werewolf. That's why that he was like
January
gooky dukes.
1874. By the power of Mary, Mother of God, I swear to refrain from the ultimate sin and to remain steadfast in my flesh, sworn by the power of the lily.
So the lily must prevent him from turning into
30th
a werewolf.
August 1879.
Like somehow.
I will not falter, but will remain true. No matter the torment or longing, I will not yield. I will control the process. God grant me strength and will. By the grace and power of the monarchy and its allegiance. De Paul Leroy, L&R.
No worries,
10th
claps.
September 1880. It is all finished. Elizabeth warned me, and I discovered the truth at last. O most venomous viper at my very bosom. O lowest of the least worthy who ever breathed. My Judas, my devil. If I could tear my heart out and fling it after him in the dirt, I would. I would.
Oh,
12th
looks
December,
like
1880. He continues to come, the devil. I will never look upon his hideous face again. He is afraid I will tell, and I might. To destroy him, I might. When I think of the accident, now that things are clear, I wonder, was it truly an accident, or was it the plot to kill me? If so, why did he not complete it then, instead of putting me in this torment? Could he have hated me so? I wish to God he had simply ended it there. 10th June 1881. Terror. Rapture. During W's music tonight, I felt a pulling. The horror nearly came upon me right there. Then the music turned, and it was gone.
The music was going to make him turn into a werewolf.
Friend. Perhaps he will know what has happened.
So he was like, the music was going to make me turn to a werewolf.
August 1882.
Something about the music.
Experiments go better and better. W has proved as loyal and determined as ever I believed he would be in a matter of my salvation. He says he has the formula now. It remains only to put the finishing touches on the completed opera and to draw up the diagram for the crystals. Can it truly end? I scarce dare to hope.
Interesting.
April 1883. The great friend is dead. How unjust that he should be taken from me now. Where is my chance at salvation? Why has God condemned me twice? 10th October 1885. There must be made clear funds for the crystals. Lies. Everyone lies. My own servants.
I don't lie.
What must I do? Must I sell one of my beloved castles? The crystals must be made. I grow daily less able to control my own will. How long will I be able to resist the ultimate sin? And the music is worthless without a device. Time is running out. The crystals must be made.
Interesting. Okay. Right. So let's go and take them to, like you said, our favorite German, who was here, I believe. I think he'd be very interested in the reading of this stuff.
Have you heard of Ludwig's diary?
Yes, but no one is allowed to see it.
It just so happens that I have a copy of an English translation right here. There's something I wanted to show you.
Bingo bango.
Read this one.
August.
I can't read English.
The experiments go better and better. They has proved as loyal and determined as ever. It remains only to put the finishing touches on the completed opera and to make up the diagram for the crystal. My God!
My God!
Wait.
What does this mean?
I want to show you something.
It's my porn collection. He's going to show us the special spicy book.
Look at this myself, but
I love this guy. He's so excited. So didn't have to punch my way through the box. Now, Grace, punch him now. Steal the book.
Yeah. Yeah.
July 1881. Richard returned from his meeting with the king. Never have I seen him so pale. I was concerned for his heart. He would not speak with me, but immediately shut himself up in his study and started working on a new project. He will not tell me the first thing about it. He will only say that it was time he repaid his king. It confirms Ludwig's diary. He wasn't crazy.
Yes, but Ludwig says that the opera was completed. Imagine that, completed. There's something else.
August 1882. We had a messenger tonight from the king. He brought a letter which Richard burnt. I did manage to see a bit of it. It said something about a great night in Munich and that it would be Richard's supreme triumph and someone else's destruction. He then wrote that even though he himself would probably die, his immortal soul would be freed thanks to Richard. I worry for poor Ludwig and for us. Where will we be if his madness continues? Surely someone will put an end to it. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
One more.
May 1883. I sent Richard's sealed package to the king, as he instructed moments before he closed his eyes forever. I could not even bring myself to care what was in it. What could it matter now? Whatever it is, I hope it brings the king good memories of Richard. He did so much for my beloved.
The package.
The package. Chapter 5. So I still had stuff I had to do in the place, though. But maybe it's like I'll have to do it afterwards. Ah, there he is. Our sweet boy Gabriel. Wait, hang on. He slept over the... Oh, he did stay over for dinner. Oh, it's only for 100%. Okay. Sexy music. Gabriel, why are you smiling? What did you do? Oh, here we go. Lads.
I'd love to meet her. Oh, she's a hoot, all right.
She's a fucking bitch.
Then you'll be fine.
Now I'm really intrigued.
Oh, yeah, don't. Seriously, mate, don't. It's
One
like,
time,
she's crazy.
I'd gone off to this, party, you might say. And it was getting a bit hairy. Well, Gracie...
Sex spy. Whoa.
Detta. Come here, Kleiner.
Lady in red. Awkward. It's like, mate, seriously? Like, calm down, love.
Speak English, but then she has her own methods of communication.
Yeah, I can see that. I think she likes you.
I should leave you two kids alone.
Oh, don't be silly.
I want you to watch. It's not at all awkward. I'm like, dude, it fucking is awkward. Oh, okay. She's now going to come and communicate with me in some way. Is this how you communicate? I don't understand. No, Gabriel's just straight in there like, yeah, this is your girlfriend, right? Well, I don't give a shit, mate.
Friedrich, I can't just take your date.
Why not?
Gabriel doesn't give a
Expect her
fuck.
tonight. And for some reason, I don't find myself in that mood. Besides, from what you've told me, you live like a monk down south at that castle. Your body needs some attention. Detta. Zeige ihm sein Schlafzimmer.
The game is like, fucking, oh, alright. This is your girlfriend, whatever. All this while I can't perform. I think he's more got the hots for Gabriel than he... Look at, he's like, oh, I didn't think you'd actually go with her. Bastard. That was a test, Gabriel, and you have failed. We are not besties. What's the saying? Bros before hoes. Gabriel's like, finally I am a man. Wait till I write Gracie about this. Gracie, I finally seen a woman naked. This predated that. Brethren before wenches. He's like, now it's my turn, Gabriel. They just talked, right? Yeah, they had a deep conversation. She didn't even take her dress off. He just fell asleep. She's like, I didn't actually do anything to him. I touched him and he finished. Basically. This isn't creepy, right, Gabriel? I'm just going to touch you. Gabriel's not asleep. God, I hope he kisses my neck. That'd be so... Oh. Ah, his hair is real. I was sure it was a wig. Still not sure it's real. Let me just check his other hair. Gabriel was totally like, oh man. I thought he was going to at least like tweak my nipple. Dude, next time you come into my bedroom and you start touching me up, don't leave me with a raging boner, okay? If you're going to do that, then just like, you know, finish free. Fucking hell, that's nice handwriting. Can't read. If only I could read. Sleeping without my jeans on, actually sleeping with my clothes off on a bed actually felt good instead of the little phone box next to the fucking bed. Right. Oh, I need to go somewhere
No
to be able
point
to
in
save.
going back in there at the
Hint. Okay, I need to save it. I need to save. Save. Gabe. Perfect. Okay. We will go over to that. You can probably still hear the sound effects in the background. Let me just make sure it's saved. Perfect. Well, we got a little bit further on. You know, we're getting there through this game. I think there's like 6 chapters. So we've got 2 more chapters, which would mean if we can, we should be able to finish it. Got a little deeper into the plot. That's why I play this game, for the plot. Totally for the plot. Nothing else. It's all just for the plot. Shall we have a look and see who is streaming, who is online, and maybe we can... Exactly, for the plot. Who could I send you people over to?
Reload.
Definitely have to reload. There's a streamer I want to send you over to. Is this background music from the Gabriel Sexy Time? I don't want to. I don't want to say. I wouldn't want to comment. So I always get worried about raiding over to bigger streamers, because it always feels a little bit disingenuous to just sort of like raid into someone who's got like a lot of people like in their stream, because it always, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I always feel a little bit like if I raid over into someone who's got like, you know, a big massive load of like, you know, followers in there, that I'm kind of just like, oh, maybe you guys can follow me, you know, and I'm like, I don't. There's 2 streamers we can go to. One is playing Resident Evil 2, original Resident Evil 2, or there's a streamer playing Silent Hill 2, the remake. What would you guys rather kind of see? So I won't say who is which one. Which game? Silent Hill 2. Well, we'll go with Paint's Silent Hill 2. So I have to. No. I'm going to send you over to Curly. So copy his message, Curly. She's a lovely streamer. She's lovely. She's playing Silent Hill 2. Very lovely streamer. You probably already all follow her, but she is wonderful. She's very lovely. So I'm going to send you over to her. I'll be back Wednesday night. Same time, same channel, same spicy adventures, which is interesting. So yes, I hope you all have the amazing rest of your week. If I don't see you, if I do see you on Wednesday, it will be great to see you again. Yeah. Till then, stay safe, stay hydrated, stay bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Thank you all for joining me tonight, and I will catch you all in the next stream. Bye, guys.